Welcome to Basement Dad's podcast, where we talk everything entertainment. That's books, board games, movies, music, and of course, pinball. My name's Extra Paul. We've got George here too, of course. Look at us. We will be your hosts for this episode. So hold on to your banisters, kids, because we got a heck of a show for you.
You changed that intro.
Did I?
Yes. You said banisters kids, not folks.
Yeah, I said kids last time too, I think.
Oh, maybe I wasn't paying as much attention last time.
Yeah.
Also, you called it Basement Dad's podcast. You
Pinball
dropped
podcast.
the pinball podcast.
Oh, well, listen to Basement Dad's podcast because I'm sure they're great too. I've never heard Basement Dad's podcast.
I don't think there is a Basement Dad's podcast. I think it's just
okay.
us. We have a very unique theme.
I thought there was. That's why we couldn't take the Basement Dad's podcast.
Hold on. Yeah, maybe there was. Hold on. That only takes a second.
So today's episode, we will be reviewing Basement Dad's podcast, not Pinball podcast.
Yeah. We're just a general podcast.
Just kidding. The
Basement Dads.
We messed up. Full disclosure, we messed up on one of our last episodes, which was a several-parter. Three-parter.
Yeah.
Part 4 now. We missed Jaws on our list of SPIKE2, the end of an era thing. So we're going to start over. Batman 66 came out in December 2016. Designer George Gomez, Lyman F. Sheets. George, what did you think of Batman 66?
All right. I thought you were going to joke and then, no, let's jump into Jaws, but you want to start the whole thing over again?
Let's do this quickly. If that's all you have to say about Batman 66, let's move on to Aerosmith. February of 2017, John Borg, Lonnie DeRopp, Mike Kizavat, Wei-Sin Cheng. I'm just kidding.
You were just running with that, man. I thought it was a quick joke, but yeah, you definitely you definitely kept that up a lot longer than I thought you were going to.
No, Jaws is number 23 of the Spike 2s out of 28 total.
I'm curious, was it on your list, but
it
we
is
skipped
totally
it?
on my list.
Okay,
yeah, totally on my list. We were just like ripping on some Venom, and we wanted to keep ripping on some John Wick after that, and completely skipped over Jaws in the process.
Okay.
So that should tell you Venom came before Jaws.
Venom,
John
Jaws,
Wick.
John Wick.
Yep.
Okay.
So January of 2024, Keith Elwin, designer on code or rules, depending on your viewpoint here or who exactly it is. We have Elizabeth Gieske and Rick Nagel.
Okay. Yeah, and this is a standard. Well, when Keith does a game, it's Keith and Rick. And as Rick has pointed out, and this may have changed over time, but I think the first couple of games when he finally did some interviews, it was I do what Keith tells me. So I think Keith has an idea of how he wants these rule sets to operate as he designs the game, and then Rick turns it into reality.
Sure. Yeah. I think Rick just has a lot of respect for Keith. I have a feeling that Rick has some ideas in his pocket. I'm speculating here or projecting. I don't really know. I have a feeling that Rick's got some, ideas, especially, I'm sure after 6-7 games. Yeah, sorry.
6-7.
He's gotten some inspiration as far as, how rules and coding should all go.
Sure.
But I think he's just more interested in I have some ideas here, but whatever you're going to put forth, Keith, is probably better than what I had in mind.
That is a whole heck of a lot of speculation. I feel like you even put like a personality twist on that.
Sort of, but also when you Rick might have an idea, but he's also not behind the design of the shots and everything too. Right? So whatever idea he might have might go good with a game, but not this game that was tailored, in this way.
I feel like what this really is asking for, Paul, is that we just need to talk to Rick at some point. I'd really like to know a lot more about his design process, where he's at, and you're speculating after 6 games potentially being in a different place than maybe where he started with Iron Maiden. But yeah, I would want to go right to the horse's mouth.
Okay. The jaws, if you will, right?
Or the shark's mouth. Sharky ball.
So what did we
it's
cover?
A good segue, yeah.
Yeah, what did we cover before? Just gameplay for casuals, tournament play, and progression? Is that
yes, but before we jump into those 3 questions, man, there's some stuff about Jaws. Jaws didn't make it out into the wild without a few bites or issues along the way. I feel like I really forced that one in there.
There weren't any issues at all. Everyone loved it. The shark did not eat the ball, which is exactly what
there's number 1.
No, everybody didn't want nobody wanted the shark to eat the ball. It doesn't eat the ball in the movie.
Sure. So why would it eat the ball in the pinball machine? Got it. There was no issues. In fact, also another non-issue was the release of the 50th anniversary edition after all the sale of the LEs. They did another Jurassic Park, another I can't think of anything else right now. I'm just thinking of Jurassic Park. Oh, and Godzilla. So Godzilla, Jurassic Park, and Jaws.
Yep.
All Keith Elwin games got a very special anniversary treatment, and we're likely to get another anniversary treatment for the new Star Wars with its upcoming 50th anniversary. I think next year. I think there's a lot of speculation that it may be an episode 4 set of artwork. Because that is surprisingly missing from all 3 versions of the games. Is a New Hope style of artwork for a game.
Okay. Like, what do you mean a New Hope style of artwork? Like that Western poster?
No. So the pro version is Return of the Jedi. The premium version, maybe I have that backwards, but the premium version is Empire Strikes Back, and the LE is also Empire Strikes Back. There is no version of the game that is focused on episode 4.
I thought one of them was all 3.
Yeah, all not episode 3, but the third in the first trilogy. You mean Return of the Jedi?
I want to say it was all the original trilogy. It was a mashup of clips from the cabinet art was. So the LE was Hoth, right?
Well, you know what? We don't even have to speculate. We can just
was
open
Hoth.
this up.
I want to say the premium was all 3.
So this is also Empire Strikes Back. That's the big fight in Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
And this is Return of the Jedi, man.
Maybe we're talking about. Maybe I was thinking about the back glass.
So this back glass on the premium, I don't know.
Is a mashup.
Yeah.
One of them is a mashup, right?
Hold on, before we go too much further, Tess Bishop wants to point out maybe it's a special edition sellable in Europe, perchance. Perhaps
it's the exact same game. It's the Pro, just available in Europe.
Right, but another series of gaming Stern shenanigans having to do with a game that, for whatever reason, can't be sold in Europe. Okay, sorry. And we're supposed to be talking about Jaws, but we're now talking about.
Welcome to Basement Dad's Pinball Podcast here,
where we can't stay focused on anything. It should be called high definition attention deficit disorder.
Oh, I thought we were sticking with off the rails.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot that we had already addressed this at one point. All right. God, that is awful. All right, what do you got? You got the AT-ATs. You got the unfinished Death Star over here. Mm-hmm. So that's Return of the Jedi. You've got people in fatigues, which is Return of the Jedi. You also have Return of the Jedi, the Sarlacc pit. So I think.
And then you have that's I can clearly see Leia in Hoth gear.
Yep. Right. Okay. So is it Empire Strikes Back and Return? Because
I'm not seeing any episode 1 here because that's also
episode 4.
Sorry, episode 4. Thank you.
Yep. I just wanted to help you out.
Apologies. We're going to get comments about that too.
Yep. We fixed it very quickly. It was only a second. I expect only 3 or 4 pieces of hate mail.
No, we have a beaten up Luke here holding a lightsaber on the
Oh, right. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire. Yeah. Yep.
So this is Return of the Jedi and Empire. And if we go back.
No, R2 is straight from episode 1. I'm doing it on purpose now.
I got that. I figured it out. I just wasn't happy. You, sir. Okay. So definitely Hoth. This is all. I love this droid. What are they? It's a probe droid. I love that sound.
Yeah.
I do need to get that on the stream somewhere. I just love it. It anytime I hear it, it makes me happy. As we've just confirmed, this is actually a mashup of Return and Empire, and this is all Return. There is no Episode 4, aka A New Hope, anywhere in these 3 machines, and the 50-year anniversary is coming up.
Okay. So you think it's going to be A New Hope?
I'm imagining 100%. It's going to be A New Hope. Yeah,
I think it's a solid prediction.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. This is called Buck. Was the special word?
Oh, the code.
The
name
code
for
name,
it?
yeah.
Gotcha.
It's called Buck Premium. All right, we're going back to what were we talking about? Jaws. That's
Jaws.
right. So shark does not eat ball. We have one major issue, or it's not an issue. Honestly, I really liked the game, but it was a big thing.
People got over it.
They got over it eventually. It was. What was the other? Oh, they released very shortly after Jaws came out and all the LEs sold. They sold a much better version of the LE, which is this version here, the 50th anniversary, which you can still get today. Dealers like Zach still have this one available. Weirdly, unlike the Godzilla 70th edition. So this is, in my opinion, an improvement over the LE, although I do like the white armor. This one has the sparkly playfield.
At a lower price point.
At a lower price point by $4,000 than the LE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's kind of why Pinball Jones doesn't have a Star Wars Fall of the Empire as well.
Because they're waiting for the 50th anniversary edition.
If we like it.
With a New Hope artwork.
If we decide to pull the trigger on it in the first place, we already have a Star Wars game.
Right.
So,
and it's not a bad Star Wars game. It's another game that gets shat upon quite frequently, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I do like Fall of the Empire better than the Steve Ritchie Star Wars, but
do you really want to wait 60 seconds for that ball to spin around the Sarlacc poop pit?
I don't think it's that long.
It's so long. I was watching a stream, somebody play it, and they're just waiting, and they're waiting, and you're right, I exaggerated. It's not 60, but you're probably waiting on average 10 seconds for that ball to drop down, and it's such a brutal, fast game to have.
It's less time than it takes for the ball to return on D&D. It is.
Left shot, kick out the ball, wait, drop it. Now you can finally make that shot. That entire experience is also about 10 seconds.
Well, left shot, kick out the ball, wait 10 seconds for it to kick out the ball, and then it goes into the magnet. Mm-hmm. And then we're waiting. And then I hit the side ramp, and then the center spinner, and then we're waiting.
Okay, I'm just going to show the 50th anniversary because why would you get any version of this game but the 50th unless you could find a used pro version? I really like the pro version. You're the Pinball Jones.
I prefer the pro.
Your version sucked. Still sucks to this day.
It's better.
It's not. It's like a 30% hit rate, and I'm so happy you got it to a 30% success rate on the wave ramp, but that sucks. I have played many other versions of this game where it's like if it's a clean shot, you make it without an issue.
I've played it at Colfax as well. They also had a premium at the time. Mm-hmm. The one up in Colfax, and it was about the same hit rate.
Okay.
But yeah, that doesn't seem to be an issue on the pro. at
doesn't.
all.
No. The Pro just plays awesome. But you miss out on the upper play field. I don't know. I'm torn on this one.
So, would you rather have a game that works or like a cool feature that you can't access?
Also, would you rather spend $2,500 to $3,000 more? No, honestly, this is a whole heck of a lot of game on the Pro version of it. So, for the sake of the as we discuss this game, do we only want to refer to it by its Pro edition? Do we both feel comfortable that way?
I honestly don't have enough time on the Pro.
You played it a bunch over here.
I guess so, yeah. And a little bit at Lions Classic Pinball. They had a Pro. I haven't seen it though in a while. But anytime I'm over at Lions, I'm doing classics, so I'm always looking at the old ass game.
Now, Paul, I feel like you've never been happy or impressed with Jaws. Am I right that you're not overall happy with this game?
I don't know what it is though either. I don't.
It's okay. I want to break it down a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. Let's figure out why. I do like. So I still own a Walking Dead Pro at home, the OG, because they didn't remake the Pro, right?
Yep.
And so there's. I really like Walking Dead, so I like the fact that the game is kind of bringing back an aesthetic of that. Not only do you have physically your drop targets in a very similar spot, but you also have your mode starts working the same exact way, where I'm not hitting a mode start shot, singular, and then choosing what mode I'm playing. I need to light my modes and then hit a specific shot to start that specific mode, which is very Walking Dead.
Sure. Yep. I like that. Honestly, it feels like it's a throwback to 90s games. Like that's what Tron does, right? Sure. You just hit the same shot a certain number of times and that's how you start it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It in a way it feels a little bit more choppy. Not wood choppy, but like water choppy. It's not a smooth ride of where I'm going from one thing to another and this thing's running in the background like we typically see with Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Godzilla, King Kong. Yeah.
Well, no. We do with this because you start up your bounty hunts and those are just running in the background. Now, there is a little bit more. Go ahead.
If I didn't start the bounty hunt beforehand, I think I'm locked out of it.
Yes. I do think there are only certain times that you can trigger a bounty hunt, as opposed to you can always be making progress on Chaos Multi-Ball in Jurassic Park in any mode. In fact, I don't think it's ever disabled unless you're in a mini wizard mode until you actually light Chaos, which is cool.
It'll be disabled during other multi-balls.
You can't. Oh, yeah. Okay. So multi-balls and mini wizard modes, which are also multi-balls. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So it's there, but it requires more management than Godzilla. King Kong also stops. Oh, but it stops in a way that's similar to Jurassic Park. When you light an event.
Sure. And then there's also, I think another part of it is there's a certain point. So your first multi-ball on Jaws is pretty straightforward. It's shoot the chum bucket. That'll light a few other shots red, so you can either shoot the chum bucket more or those red shots.
Sure.
To get closer to the multi-ball. Once you've hit so many red shots or chum buckets, then you have a yellow shot to shoot, and then you got to hit the fin drop target, scrolling past, right?
Yep, which is a cool mechanic.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's my favorite feature on the game, honestly.
Yeah.
And then, shoot one more yellow shot and you're into the first multi-ball. On the second multi-ball, though, this isn't quite as clear to me. Even still, I fail to recognize when it's going on. So it starts off the same way. You need to hit chum bucket, lights red shots. So shoot either chum bucket /
which fills
red
up the chum
shots.
line. Yep.
And at a certain point here, maybe it's even before all of that, you've got to focus on your drop targets.
Yeah. So there's these 3 targets, right, or 3 different lights down here. These are the 3 different things that the drop targets, when you complete them, can qualify. And it's either light machete, pipet, or ready barrel. So after you fill up the chum line, then for your second multi-ball, you actually have to complete the drop targets when this is lit in order to qualify the beginning stage of multi-ball. Or it's like the qualifying,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, it's just a second stage, I guess, an additional stage.
Qualification stage.
Yeah, for the first multi-ball, all you had to do was chum the waters.
Yep.
And then do the yellow shot stuff.
Right.
On the second one, you got to chum the waters and
Ready a barrel.
ready a barrel.
Maybe,
as well.
sorry, is there maybe a thematic immersion here? Like the first barrel in the movie when you're watching it was ready to go, and it wasn't until then somebody had to go ready the second barrel?
Well, I think they were in multiple shark hunts, so they did one barrel, then two barrels, then three different barrels, and the shark still sank all three barrels, which was unheard of at that time. That's just how huge Bruce was.
Sure. But what I'm getting at is the first time through, he just had to shoot him with the spear. And then the second time, one of the characters, Dreyfus, maybe had to actually go ready the barrel.
Maybe.
And what that signifies here is for the second one, you actually have to go do something to ready the next barrel.
Okay, but as we're looking at this picture, sorry if you're listening and not watching this, there's a pop bumper with a barrel sticking out of it, right? Mm-hmm. So ready the barrel to me does not means to shoot the completely other side of the playfield, not the drop targets. I don't, it gets a little convoluted.
Okay.
With the toys that we have on the game and everything.
I actually think this is good because somebody said something earlier, and I think they nailed it, the problem with the game. But I'm not going to say it right now because I actually want to say it at the very end, and then I'll reference who said it in chat. But I think what you're kind of getting at, because you said at the beginning of this, you don't know why you struggle to like this game, or you don't like this game.
Yeah, I like Keith. I like his games. I think the game shoots fine. Outside of the problems with the wave ramp on the Pro that we've eventually gotten over. But yeah, and also the shark popping up and below the playfield does nothing for me. It really doesn't.
It is a cool moment, though, where it's like the and it pops out of the playfield. I mean, you obviously don't care about it, let's say 100 games later.
Yeah, in one game, it happens so frequently that you're probably over it by the end of the game.
Yeah, okay, got it.
So, and all of the upper playfield stuff is like let's say you get up there consistently. It's one or two shots. It's not that
it's a very quick upper playfield.
Totally.
Yep.
So it's not, once again, that's not adding all that much for me either. And especially if there's problems with it.
Sure.
It turns me off to it.
Well, hold on. Because I think the majority of pinball people out there get frustrated when you can just stay on an upper playfield. Like
totally.
That's a problem.
I'm saying the accessibility of that. The ball is like that shot is so far back on the playfield. You're asking the ball to do so much. It's not only does it have to go like all the way to the back of the playfield, make a 90 angle degree turn into a 180 vertical turn,
right,
to land onto an upper playfield. Like that's. If you get a little bit of flipper fade, good luck.
Yeah, got it. It's an entire portion. What you're getting at is it's an entire portion of the playfield that's based on geometry that is tough. Yeah, even in the best case scenario, it can't rattle. If it rattles at all, it's coming right back.
They could reskin this thing to Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and that entire upper playfield's the Alamo, man. It's not the basement of the Alamo. I know it's an upper playfield, but.
That is a reference that I just didn't get, but I also haven't seen Pee-wee since I was probably 5 or 6 years old.
The Alamo doesn't have a basement.
What is the Alamo in this case?
It's part of the Pee-wee's Big Adventure story. He's searching for something in the basement of the Alamo.
Is it like a shop or a building?
The Alamo?
Yeah.
It's it's where it's in Texas. It's where
Oh my God, like
famous,
the actual the Alamo. Got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah.
I had no idea. There's also like an Alamo theater in Denver. There's
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know if it was so like a clothing store. Like why would it have a
Yeah,
basement?
there's a thing you can put in cocktails called amaretto.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Got it. I'm caught up now. Good enough. I'm so sorry I slowed everyone down. We're all now dumber for my interruption there. I apologize. But you're getting at there's a portion of the premium and the LE that can become inaccessible, especially if you're playing the game for a while or it gets harder.
Yeah, if you find it out in the wild at an arcade, that's not like super like we came into some pinball machines and we don't know what we're necessarily doing, or it's you went to a bowling alley and they have a Jaws premium there that and that particular game doesn't get maintenance all that often.
Sure.
Like, just go with the pro.
Okay. So for the rest of this, let's say it sucks that that Pinball Jones got a premium and it didn't work out for you guys. We're only going to talk about the pro, though.
It's working fine now. It just took a lot of time, a lot of taking off an entire segment of the game, and it functions. It functions perfectly fine. You no matter how many we could go there after this podcast is over. Let's go right now. Let's bring the podcast with us to Pinball Jones, and we'll shoot that shot.
And it's now working. If you hit the shot clean, it's
Clean.
gonna 100%.
You still got to hit it clean.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
cool.
no rattling your way up to the upper
Yeah.
playfield.
But here's the thing. Every game I've ever owned where I had a problem, after I fixed it, especially if it was a long, irritating problem that was hard to diagnose, I got rid of that game immediately. I just hated it. Do you have that same problem even at Pinball Jones where
We don't get rid of games.
No. I know you don't get
typically.
rid of the games. I mean, that said, I am trying to work out a deal to grab your X-Men right now.
No, we do want to sell games. We just don't. We're not very quick about it.
Got it. But do you end up like disliking certain games, or do you find that the maintenance woes that you experience on a particular game tend to color your appreciation for the game over time?
Yeah, this is a prime example of that.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, it's the whole time I'm just like, should I gonna?
Well, and so another question then, another way of putting it is, if Pinball Jones got a pro and never had issues with the wave ramp, is there a good chance you may have appreciated the game very differently now, let's say a year and a half later?
Maybe. I still think there's clarity issues with it though.
Okay, let's dive into that. So when you say, you brought up the first one, which is it's really interesting that the first time through it's easier to do multi-ball, and the next time, like I agree. I've probably put about 100, 150 games on this, and I also went through many different versions of the code. But
yeah, I just wanted to like maybe there's what do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 maybe lights outside of the arrows that are pointing directly to those drop targets that it wants you to hit.
right.
Maybe the whole thing is just flashing now once you get to that portion, or a sequential flashing of sorts.
Well, okay, got it. I think I understand. You're saying there could have been a light sequence that made it a little bit easier to understand.
Maybe if they were even RGB lights underneath the playfield for those arrows, and suddenly they all turned yellow.
Okay.
The light sequence is still scrolling across.
Right, there's some sort of a do. Like
right,
you
but
need to
instead
hit
of them
this
being white, now they're yellow because you need to
ready
next
the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, can I point out here something that really bothered me the first time through is for the first time ever, I feel like multi-ball is not indicated with a green light. It's all yellow lights in this.
Okay, I mean that's thematically appropriate.
It is thematic. Yeah, but there's so many other opportunities. In fact, if you go to King Kong.
I think green is all of your bounty stuff on this game, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. But King Kong, what were you saying?
I'm just pointing out, this is, for me, weirdly, one of the first times I came across a game that used not green to signify multi-ball related shots.
Okay. Yeah, and the color sequencing on it is a little weird because your all of your multi-balls are yellow, And then also all of your watchtowers are yellow.
Right. The Shark Tower stuff here,
Yeah.
which aren't related to one another.
I don't know what other color you're going to make it, because you can't, like, typically Stern uses two different colors of blue, a cyan and then like a darker hue of blue.
Sure, you got the cyan over here. No, sorry, you got like aqua. Well, there's a lot of blue on the playfield.
Yeah, they can't. I have a feeling that they can't really do the blue.
Oh,
so
interesting.
much because
Also,
it's-
you probably struggled to do the green. Notice they did the green on top of the wood here because of contrast. They did light blue on top of other blue. No, sorry, that's not a problem. You just border it with black like they did here with the fish finder.
Okay.
Okay, so there's maybe some lighting concerns. The other thing I want to point out is this is not a crazy layout. Like, this is not a standard Keith Elwin layout. This is a pretty standard feeling fan layout with this little mini flipper and a tiny little shot here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. We set ours up very difficult.
Sure. Really? Did you change it recently? Because I feel like Jaws is maybe one of the longer playing games y'all have.
Right, that's because it's a longer playing game.
Got it.
That's what
Okay,
I'm
that's why
saying.
you tried to set it up as difficult as possible.
Yeah, so I moved that the Indiana Jones outlane save post.
Sure.
I moved that to the outer position.
Okay. Oh, does it have more than one position?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's got a couple little slots that you can put that post in.
Okay.
And I could have taken it out completely, but that's removing a feature of the game entirely, which I'm not for.
Sure.
Yeah, you have a button press ball save
Yep.
with your life ring.
Life ring. Yep.
So, and your life ring is, after you use it, it's really easy to get it again. It doesn't take any more, it's not harder and harder and harder to get type of thing. It's just always there.
It is. And that is a problem. I know I watched a stream with Escher and in somewhere in Australia talking about anytime
Is that
he
the
did anything.
Netherlands?
Yeah, maybe it was like Underworld. What did you say?
Netherlands?
Netherworld, I think is what that stream is
Okay.
called. And he was showing off kind of how to play the game, and he's like, well, I can just get life ring, so just always get life ring. No
Yeah.
matter what he did,
Yep.
he would prioritize always getting his life ring afterwards.
Uh-huh.
And it's a safe shot. So it's not like you just always grab life ring.
It maybe it's a little tougher to hit, but when you hit it, it's not going to kill you
Right.
typically, unless the ball's
Yeah,
wild.
Yeah. If you miss the shot pretty bad, it can do lots of other. It can get crazy. This game is not. This is a very safe game, in my opinion. Like
Totally.
for me, I appreciate this layout much more than, let's say, Godzilla. And I've put so many games on this because it's a long playing game. It's a none of the shots, I feel like, even if you miss the wave ramp shot, it rattles and it comes back down. It comes safely down to your left flipper. Like, you just got to drop catch it
yeah.
and keep going. So that's not a big deal.
I just dead pass. If
If it comes back down and yeah. The other the scary parts in this game to me are always the fin. I think that is the scariest part. And for whatever reason, man, that shark actually hitting the captive ball in front of the shark, that can always be really tough. I get frustrated at the real shot because it can be hard to make that shot. But once again, it's typically pretty safe.
Yeah, I think there's also some issues with the your chum line plastic over.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a problem. We had air balls like crazy off that plastic.
That can also all be adjusted, but
Sure.
We adjusted it several different times, and we were still getting a bunch of air balls. I know there's at least one distributor out there who, anytime they were getting new jaws in house to sell to people, they would
Automatically replace that.
not replace it. They there's a 3D printable file that you can find called the mustache mod. And it looks like a handlebar mustache that goes underneath that whole plastic piece.
Okay.
That holds it up. And
Just a little higher.
Yeah, I mean, because there's all these little rubber cushions, I guess. So you can tighten any Phillips screw in the plastic to fasten it down and raise it or lower it.
Yeah, it looks like there's 5
ever
screws
so
here.
slightly, but there's so much flex on the I guess bottom lip of this frowny face that we're looking at here.
Yeah, you can it ends up creating a small lip. And when you hit that, if you hit it just right, and for whatever reason, for me on the Pro that I've had access to, that I put a couple hundred games on, it was always when going for this shot, it would tag it and it would airball.
Yeah, so as the ball is rolling over the bottom part of the rainbow that the fin scrolls across,
Sure.
right? It would the plastic piece would actually flex, and so it would flex down. And so when it would cross that gap of where the fin scrolls across, it would hit and
Launch the ball.
an incline, I guess, and make the ball become airborne.
Yeah.
This mustache mod supports the underside of all of that way better, so it's just nice and solid.
Okay, that's good to know. So there's a mod that resolves that. So you've got a few different areas of the game to make some progress on now. We've made it past the shots, the layout. We have some of the concerns with manufacturing, some of the problems in general that the public had with Jaws, and also the fact that there's the 50th anniversary that came out that's way cheaper than the premium and just as good, if not better. All of these things come together, and now you've got the rules. You've got Bounty Hunt, you've got Fish Finder, you've got the different movie scenes, and then you've got the multi-ball. And on top of all of that, saving the different people on the island.
Yeah, I think the swimmers, I guess,
Beachgoers, there we go.
beachgoers, saving them. And that's my favorite wizard mode in the game for sure.
Okay.
Is the total annihilation style wizard mode.
Yeah, you got to hit each shot more than 3 times actually, but yeah.
Oh yeah, a 4th time to
actually
on
close
each
it.
of them to close it. Well, I mean, I guess you could time it out, but you're not going to get as many points.
Well, you also have to get the beachgoers there, so you have to do that by hitting the shark towers, which then puts the beachgoers in there, so that way then you have to hit the shots. So I think the game comes together nicely, but do you have fun playing this, Paul?
no,
Okay.
it's not really like. It's grown on me over time. I used to say the same thing about Jurassic Park. Now I don't. I don't say that about Jurassic Park at all. I just don't get it. Maybe that's it. Is that I just don't get it.
Were you quoting Big just then?
Maybe. I think I was. No, to me there seems to be I can't describe it, but there's totally like a one little piece in the code of the game that's missing that would bridge the whole gap for me. And I can't tell you what it is though.
Okay. Yeah, and you said that at the beginning. It feels choppy, not wood choppy per se, although you didn't say that. I feel like the game becomes
Water
kind of wood
choppy.
choppy.
It's like choppy waters. It's just like, okay, now we're doing this type of thing. Oh, it's rough.
It's
going from one thing to another. It's it's really windy out and the waters are choppy.
That's quite the metaphor we got going on there. I like. Is it just a lack of cohesion between the different areas
Yeah.
of the different things you're doing?
I just don't get it, man.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna go back because and say what it was. Hold on. It was Tess Bishop who said this earlier in the chat, and they said this game is kind of soulless. And
Yeah, I
I think
I would
that
agree
actually
with that.
describes it.
Yeah, that's very true as well. I will 100% agree with that. With the movie, it was this big thing to save the town, and I don't really give a shit about the beachgoers. Like, oh, it's not.
Just give me the shark all day, shark.
I guess like in somehow with, you described it in the past very, very well and several times over the years, I'm sure, with Jaws about how there's a green light and, some orange lights. And you end up caring about those orange lights because those are the the staff.
Yeah. That was, sorry, you're talking about Jurassic Park, not Jaws.
Oh, did I say Jaws?
Yeah.
With Jurassic Park, yes.
Yeah. You actually I don't need this shot, but I can't let my people go. I need to save them.
There's no suspense.
You don't have that in this.
I'm not getting a whole lot of suspense. The very short amount of time that I am getting suspense, I'm trying to hit the scrolling fin.
And the ball comes screaming down. I have played this game so much. And for whatever reason, I like it, but I don't think I want to own it. Like, it's just, I don't know,
man. Theme
man.
immersion's not there, maybe? I don't know.
No. I think the theme immersion's there.
But, I mean, the feeling of Jaws. Like, when's the last time you watched Jaws? Were you at MJ's?
Yeah. We just watched Jaws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just
last summer.
Last week on 4th of July.
Yeah, exactly. On 4th of July. It feels like yesterday. Since COVID, I have no ability to handle anything chronologically. If it's greater than a few days ago, it could have happened anytime between now and when COVID ended.
Listen, here's a theme idea that just popped into my head. What if in the game, like much in a similar way to, I don't know if this makes a great game, but it definitely describes the movie a little bit better, or makes me feel like I'm playing Jaws the movie Pinball.
Okay.
What if, in the same way that John Wick used to make enemies appear, the mayor's opening beaches, and you're like, you motherfucker, I just closed that beach.
Oh, if you were fighting against the mayor, kind of like he is in the movie. I kind of like that, actually. Like, if you're fighting against somebody who's just trying to make a whole bunch of money, there's something kind of cool with that. I do want to take a second and level set, y'all, with we are holding Keith and Rick and the Jaws license to a caliber that we don't hold any other manufacturer to.
Jaws is way better than like 15 games out of the 28 on the list, at least.
Yeah, and that's comparing it to Stern, just with SPIKE2.
Yeah,
I mean,
not comparing it to any other manufacturer or any other build of game.
Compare this to.
You're being overtly critical.
Compare this to not Evil Dead. Let's remove 2025 from the slate, because evidently everybody figured out how to make amazing pinball in 2025. But let's compare Jurassic Park to Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Looney Tunes. How is it?
Well, I haven't played either.
Okay, they both sucked. They were awful, and they were riddled with all kinds of major manufacturing issues. I'll just answer that one. It's awful. Let's compare it to, interestingly enough, Elton John actually was a major. No, let's compare it to Godfather. This compared to Godfather. What are your thoughts there?
Oh, immediately a better theme.
Okay, cool. Better theme
for pinball.
Sure.
Anyways,
yeah. And you didn't, unfortunately, do the thing I was hoping, which was, oh my God, this is better than anything else that came out in 2023 or 2022 from any other manufacturer.
I know where the ball's gonna come out of on Jaws, and as opposed to Godfather.
That it's so weird. I chose Godfather. I actually think Godfather is a fantastic game. I think I just need to get it in-house. So that way I can chart it, so that way I can play it, and so that way I can get to a point where I can explain it more easily. So maybe that wasn't a great example. Maybe that may turn into a situation where it's not a great example. But I'm going to reiterate that point or summarize it. Which
real quick.
Go.
I think I upset Wicked City Gaming by saying something backwards. Jaws is a better theme than Godfather.
Yes, for pinball. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think I said that wrong earlier.
Yeah, because one of them has a killer shark and the other one has, families that are in a bitter war with one another and
slow, sad music.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
Whereas this has the dun, like the suspenseful, purposefully suspenseful
We good
music.
now.
Okay, all right.
Also, for anyone who's watching, to catch you up, because I can edit this out. We come back and check in on chat every 15 to 20 minutes. We're not typically responding as we usually do, which is immediately to chat. We'll come back and kind of catch up on all of the chat when we find a good opportunity to break and go grab drinks or something like that. So that way I don't have to edit as much out of this when we turn it into a podcast.
Should I be peeing right now?
Yeah. Do you want to take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
And I'll catch up on chat. There we go. Rogers, by the way, welcome. Yeah, you can borrow it, George. I'll never be able to sell that damn thing. Oh my God, Rogers, you still have it. I'm in. Yeah, I want to have it, and I want to get Eric on. I want video on. I want everything, and I want to show why that game is amazing. And I also I think it's beautiful. I think the amount of time and effort put into that game, despite the fact that I could give two. I finally just watched Godfather for the first time while I was in Florida 2 weeks ago. That theme is awful. I all of that said, I think that game is beautiful. I think it is both in code or code/rules. Sorry, Manu. In how the game shoots and then of course theme immersion, which is done perfectly. Yeah, Wicked City. I'm sorry, I never saw Godfather. You've seen Godfather as a kid. That was like Dad's favorite movie. I don't think I ever saw it. I'm not saying I didn't see parts. I definitely, as we were watching it with Zoe of all people and my grandfather and my grandmother and Jay-Z, as we were watching it, we had to fast forward some scenes because some of that was wildly inappropriate for children. Who knew a rated R film wasn't okay for a 12-year-old? It was just, my grandpa's like, yeah, we can put it on. That's great. So we did. And I'm like, oh my God, there's sex in this. There's obviously the decapitated. I'm spoiler alert right now. Sorry if you have not seen. If you're like me and you hadn't seen it, there's a decapitated horse. There's just some awful, horrible things that happen. But I don't think that movie works well as a pinball theme. It's just slow. But it is convoluted and what they're trying to do, like the Godfather who builds up all of these connections and the other families want access to it so they can get into the drug industry. But the Godfather of the, not Tartaglias, I forget the name of the Godfather's family, but he's trying to tell them not to get into it, but he's got two different sons, one of them that is a hothead, one of them that isn't. They've got people, like, it is very convoluted. It's complex. And man, Eric and the team over there captured it beautifully in the rule set. Like it is legitimately captured perfectly, and it's just as convoluted and crazy to figure out. So I really want to get that game in house, and I know I'm sidetracked. So Rogers saying, "Yeah, you can borrow it, George. I'll never be able to sell that thing." Honestly, I have kept my eyes open for it to fall into the 6s in the LE version. Because I think it's going to continue dropping because very few people are going through the effort of figuring out how that game comes together across the 10 major components of it. It's tough. Roger says, it's beautiful. They do a good job integrating the theme. They just never felt quite right to me as a fun pinball. It definitely gets a worse rap than it actually is, but definitely not an A-tiered title. Rogers, I think you described it perfectly. Do you need a beverage? Ooh. Can you bring the whiskey out here? I could use a small refill on the whiskey. Eternal Grammy, if you had Godfather on the VHS, you didn't need to hire a babysitter. Yeah, because you'd fall asleep. Wicked City, I'm catching up on some of this though. They should have done Jaws from the perspective of the shark, in my opinion. Kyle, by the way, Wicked City Gaming is my brother. We all in the pinball community absolutely wanted it to be from the perspective of Jaws, and we talked about that a lot. We were hoping that we would get that. But yeah, Godfather, not a great theme. I think they did not just the best they could, because that sounds like, man, you didn't just give up on it. It's not if the team at JJP had a better theme, it could have been one of the greatest pinball machines JJP had ever made.
They made a really good Goodfellas game. I think they did, legitimately.
Wait, are you saying there is a Goodfellas pinball machine? I'm just not following.
Yeah, it's called Godfather.
Oh, okay. I did not like Goodfellas the movie, so that to me is not. I don't think Goodfellas is somehow.
Well, it's a mafia game.
Sure.
Right? And it's a little more action-packed of a mafia pinball game than Godfather was a movie.
Yeah, but Godfather had a. I'm gonna argue against it, despite the fact that I just finally saw Godfather all the way through for the first time ever.
Godfather was much more of a drama, much less of an action.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, what if Godfather Pinball was themed casino?
Ooh, man, I love Casino.
Okay. You love Casino, but you hate Goodfellas.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I know enough people.
Ray Liotta?
No. Honestly, it's Joe Pesci in that, and his descent into the crazy, unpredictable. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's the start of it, but where things go eventually, like untrustworthy dog that's slowly going mad and is about to bite the owner. That is the feel.
Oh yeah, when
I
he
get from
shoots
Joe
that
Pesci.
kid.
It just, I hate that, and I hate even watching it because it really bothers me.
Is this character in Casino all that different?
Yes, he is, because okay, I'm so glad you brought this up, because in Casino, he isn't a wild dog in that. He actually, it all makes sense.
He's just an asshole.
He's an asshole, but also he like respects the one kid who refuses to give up some dumbass dude, and he has to kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
He's so pissed off at him. He's like, for this piece of crap, this is what but he respects him for it. It's not, you're not dealing with a chaotic character. You're dealing with somebody who has no reservations, who has no value for human life. And that I can deal with. I can't deal with someone who with unpredictable behavior like that, because I hate it. And
you hate the Joker? You don't like the Joker?
Interesting. I've never thought of the Joker as like a drunk, chaotic, I could beat you kind of character.
I mean, the only rule that Joker has is that there are no rules.
Yeah, but he goes insane with it, and there's something funny about that. I guess,
well,
or
I guess,
comical.
I guess the Joker still does have some rules of why would I kill you, Batman? Like, you complete me.
I don't know enough. I'm gonna admit or bow out of the Batman conversation because I never got into Batman. That said, I did, on a recommendation, I think on somebody who's in chat right now, watch all of the Harley Quinn series, which has a lot of the Joker in it, and I loved every second of the Harley Quinn series on HBO.
The cartoon, right?
Yeah, the cartoon. Soon to become Netflix. Because Warner Brothers owns HBO, and Netflix just bought Warner Brothers.
Okay.
For $84 billion. I don't know if you knew that.
Netflix
now owns Harry Potter.
I heard about it, yeah.
Which also means more Harry Potter pinball machines may be very doable in the future from other manufacturers. Benjamin jumping in. Harley Quinn series was awesome. Casino would have made a way better pin than Godfather, I think.
Yeah, okay. We're just going mafia themes. I'm just trying to picture something that's a little bit more action-oriented as opposed to drama-oriented.
Yeah.
Even Sopranos, I would say, was more drama-oriented.
Did a Sopranos pin too.
Well, they did, but I would say that, Goodfellas makes a better mafia theme for pinball than Sopranos. I know I'm going to get some backlash on that. People are going to hate on me because they love the Sopranos TV series. And am I even saying it right? I'm saying Sopranos, not
Sopranos. Yeah. Maybe a DMV flavored pin says Wicked City. What is DMV? Like the motor vehicle?
Yeah.
The Department of Motor Vehicles?
What it is. Yeah. You're just waiting in line.
Okay. The Department of DMV. Is that the Department of Motor Vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Wicked City just did that. Okay.
Read up.
So, wait a second. They should do a pinball of navigating doing taxes as an LLC, or maybe trying to navigate the hell that is healthcare. And the LLC is terrible at maintaining their books. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you're 104K.
You're 104, the 401. Yeah.
401, sorry.
Yeah,
401. 401K.
You lost me on there. I'm like, the 104? Is that a highway in
104,
California that I'm not familiar with?
We've had some whiskey, guys.
Yeah.
No, the 401K, and you lose it all when you drain.
Okay. So I don't know how we got here from Jaws, but let's go ahead and ask those 3 questions now that we've gone off the rails. Like we not only did we go off the rails, we no longer know where the rails even are. We're in some place that doesn't even
we jumped
have
over
the
to
concept.
several other games and looked at several.
Oh my God!
games.
Would you say that we jumped the shark?
Sure.
Okay, I had to throw that in there as quickly as possible. So what do you think of Jaws for the casual?
I think it's probably great for casuals.
Okay. What makes you say that?
It's a classic theme. There's a shark that pops out of the playfield that maybe they weren't expecting. They probably were though. I think it's probably fine for casuals. It's pretty straightforward. There's not, you can do things without knowing what or how you're doing them.
Right. The game progresses, and the if you hit the flashing lights, for the most part, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. What do you think of tournament play?
It's too long.
It's a long player, so it's not something you genuinely want to play in tournaments, but is the score balanced? Is there, from my perspective, and this isn't shared, obviously, we've talked about this before, but is there more than one way to play this game?
Totally. Okay. Yeah. There's not any one direct path. And it's risk reward. Scars, for example, is a very tough mode to maximize on.
Okay.
Right. If you hit if you miss shots and hit targets
the shark
instead,
towers,
then your score goes down, or your score isn't as big as it could have been.
Sure.
Your score doesn't go down, but
right. But by completing scars, you can get a machete boost, and you can let's say go for a pipit with a 4 or a 5x on a 10 million point shot.
Yeah, but and getting the best score is quite difficult compared to what it would be for other modes. Getting the best,
right?
Beach Panic or whatever.
Got it. But there's also a few other ways you can play it. You could go for modes, and you probably want to do that. And if you complete all the modes, you get into 4th of July. Now that can be quite lucrative. I think I average somewhere between 2 and maybe 300 million on 4th of July.
Okay.
So that's one way to go about it. But also you could try and save all the beachgoers. And that gets you into rescue or search. You get to choose which one of those. And I don't think it's as lucrative as 4th of July, but that was still a lucrative thing to go for.
So you're talking a little bit more about progression right now.
No, weirdly, I'm not actually. I'm just talking about when you're playing in a tournament, are you just thinking I'm going to do a mode and try and bring in a multi-ball? Or are you thinking I'm going to try and make it through 5 modes by the 3rd ball and get into 4th of July so that way I can go from a 200 million point score to a 500 million point?
It's pretty circumstantial for me. Like if I don't know, like there's modes I want to avoid if I have a multi-ball ready.
Sure.
If I'm nowhere near multi-ball, then there's modes I kind of want to go for.
Right, but if you're playing with somebody and they put up 400 million, how are you going to put up 500 million?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably just going to lose.
Okay, got it.
That's how that's going to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your scores you have much more time on the game than I do. So I think 400 million is a little bit, you can see the path to 400 million a little clearer than I can.
Okay. And that's totally fair. then let's just jump into progression.
Okay.
And I think this is a great game for progression.
Yeah. Despite all of the criticisms that we had, like across the board here, it's good.
It's not only deep like lengthwise, it's deep width-wise. There's probably a better terminology for what I just said.
Depth and breadth.
There you go. The breadth is insane. Bounty Hunt, I never got to Great White, not once. But you have to do a lot for...
I've gotten a Great White before.
I have never got... Oh, sorry. I've
There's
never
a cheat-
naturally...
there's a shortcut to it.
If you collect
no.
everything, you can... Yeah, I've never captured all 4 of the bounty hunts and gotten to Great White.
Yeah. Also have not done that.
Yeah.
Because I cheat and take shortcuts all the time.
Yeah, sure. Do it, man. Go for it. Go and cheat. But there's 3 different multi-balls you have to get through, and that is the ultimate wizard mode, is the Smile You Son of a, and that's the ultimate wizard mode, and it's really easy to get to, but it can be ridiculously lucrative if you do the other wizard modes and score well first.
Oh, okay. So it's taking into account
your progress elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much like how Godzilla does with, how many different cities did you complete? Or, what did you do in the other cities is a better way to phrase it, maybe.
Sure. Honestly, it's almost exactly like King Kong and Gate Crash at this point. Like it's like he took... it's like he took the ultimate wizard
Keith, that
mode.
one's just a broken record.
Yeah, it's just doing the same thing over and over again. But it is the exact same concept put into Gate Crash as a mini wizard mode, which to me also progression and point scoring wise is just the most fun thing ever. That's once again Kong. I have to own a Kong. I think Kong.
Kong's really, really good. It was never bad.
No.
Some people ripped on it for, I don't know why. Honestly.
The artwork, honestly, I think that is the only legitimate issue anyone could have with that game is the artwork. It shoots amazing. The rule set is amazing. No, it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's awesome. Everything about that game is amazing. It is, to me, the only game that could surpass Jurassic Park. A new code came out for it today, but it's just bug fixes and topper stuff.
Okay. Well,
So
I don't know who has a topper. So
yeah, if you have it makes sense.
maybe that's the only issue is the topper.
Yeah, the fact that it has it has him on it, but he's in the game. I don't need any more
same
King
toy.
Kong. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wasn't Godzilla the same toy on the premium?
Yeah, he is both in the game and on top. Yeah, maybe that's a bad argument. I don't know. It just seems like too much King Kong. But you're right about Godzilla. But also, I didn't really like the Godzilla topper.
I don't know. I don't know who's defending Stern's toppers. None of them are all that good, with the exception of ones that are borderline legacy at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Black Knight Sword of Rage was great.
Mandalorian was also really cool too. Honestly, the Venom topper with the cool, with the liquid kind of going up and down.
I think you're the only one who likes the Venom topper.
Where's Hottie?
I think
Hottie, get Hottie in here.
Listen,
I bet he likes it.
I think it looks cool, but I don't. I think it was. It doesn't do much.
Sure. It gets you access to Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's about. I guess that's DLC.
Yeah, it's totally DLC.
I mean, when I want to go watch, it makes me want to watch. I legit. I don't know why I had to hear Ghost Rider like 15 times within the last couple weeks, but or how I did even, but
Sorry.
Now at this point, I want to watch the Nick Cage Ghost Rider movie.
Wait, the first or the second?
Both of them. They're both bad watches that I want to have in my life.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk with MJ. Let's make that a reality. Any parting thoughts? Like, I thought we were going to spend 20 minutes on this. It's been an hour and a half of talking about just Jaws.
This is us, dude.
Yeah. No, this is great. So there is a part 4 to the end of an era, and we spent an hour and at least a half so far on just Jaws.
Yeah. Listen, I think Quint's Shack is maybe a little weak.
I like the idea though of it.
Yeah, and me too.
Of tying a knot by hitting a certain number of shots in that are all linkable or comboable.
Yeah, I to me that's kind of a weaker part of the game though. That I'm not. I don't. Maybe that's the thing is my main criticism of the game of why I'm not. I don't want to say that. Like I've been very critical personally. I'm not going to speak for you on this, George. I've been very critical of this game, but it's all stuff that for other people, I will say that it's good for casuals, it's good for progression, it's good for tournaments, it's good for everybody else. It just doesn't like sink in with me. It's not for me. I think this is a great game, but it's not a great game for me.
Okay.
At this point in time, I felt that same way about Jurassic Park for a long time, and I changed my opinion on it.
I don't know what I would change, but weirdly, I'm in the same boat. I have played the hell out of this game, and I just can't prioritize it. I would for games I want to have in house, right? That's the way I think of it as a somebody who likes progression. I have never beat everything in this game. I haven't done it. So it's up there with Jurassic Park as a game I know I could probably own and likely never finish it all in one game, but chase it for years. So it should be up there, but I prioritize Iron Maiden. I prioritize Jurassic Park. I prioritize King Kong. And at that point, I probably would do Jaws.
Real quick, you would probably do Jaws. I want to come back to that, but
Maybe Godzilla.
Ferret Fawcett is seeing a joke that you made that you didn't know you made.
In the same boat. Oh, nice. Well done. Also, Rogers.
Well done, you.
Yeah, no. Well done for him catching it. And Rogers saying, I will say, I feel Jaws is at the moment my favorite game to play. Definitely in my top 5 of all time.
For a lot of people, it is.
I get it.
And I get it too. I understand why it is for them, but it's not for me. That's where I'm landing.
Yeah. Here's another thing. It's a slightly different rule set. In Iron Maiden, to get to Run to the Hills, it takes a lot to get there. I'm going to just skip Avengers because nobody likes that game. It's fine.
I like Avengers.
No, it's just nobody likes Avengers.
Especially the call-outs.
In Godzilla, to get to what's the King of the Monsters, I think it was a mode I never got to, despite wanting to get there. And it's not Planet X. That's the mini wizard mode.
Sure.
So there is an ultimate wizard mode to get to, and that is tough to get to. And I never got there. In Jurassic Park, there is Escape Nublar, which is amazing. Been there, but I have not been to when dinosaurs ruled the earth, and I can't play it or anything like that. But weirdly, Jaws, you can get to the final wizard mode easily. Do you want it to be lucrative when you get there?
Yeah. No, I think Keith wanted this to be one of his easier games. For years, I can't exactly say. I remember him saying, "Oh, this one was supposed to be a little bit easier. This one was supposed to be a little tougher or more for tournament players. This one was supposed to be more family friendly, or maybe not family friendly, but just friendly,
sure,
in general." But I want to say Jaws was like, this is like my most accessible game.
Okay,
with a potential outlane save on either side.
Sure, you have a software outlane save on the left, and you have the nudge outlane save on the right. You have it's not a brutal game. This game does not mistreat you, which is also why it's a long playing game. You also have the cool ball lock mechanism with the little mini flipper up there. Like I like the game. I don't love it. And somebody earlier said this game lacks soul. Mm-hmm. And that feels harsh because once again, to like stop for a second and take a 10,000 foot step back and look at it, Jaws is better software layout and everything than I think any game Spooky has ever made. It's still better than any game. I would say it's probably better than any game JJP has ever made flat out. I think I could say that. So realize that I'm comparing Jaws to other Elwyn games and other Stern games when I say that something as silly as it may lack soul or it's not my favorite of the Elwyns. It's like I'm comparing the greatest cars ever to exist, and for whatever reason, the GTO is just not my favorite when I compare it to a Lamborghini or something. I don't know how to say it any differently other than this game is fantastic, and because it's so good, I feel I can be a little bit more critical of it.
Okay. I don't know. To me, I'm going to go back to the whole mayor rule set where I'm closing beaches and the mayor, the beaches just open on their own, but as I'm looking at the game and the mayor did it and I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. The sharks out there eating fucking people.
I do love that idea, by the way. I really think they missed out.
Yeah, that would have been such a good way to tie it into the movie, and I think that would have like bridged the gap for me in a lot of ways. But it might have also sucked. I mean, look at John Wick and how it dealt with enemies, and everybody hated that crap. So. It looks good on paper, but how does it feel is a completely different question. And I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I think are we officially done talking about Jaws? Do we want to move on?
Yes, I think we're done.
Okay. Well, in that case, we need a dad joke.
Okay, right, because this is a whole episode.
Yeah, this is a whole episode. We're ending an episode and we're about to start another one.
Wait a second. Wolfman says HP smokes Jaws, but we're only comparing things that came out when Jaws came out. I wouldn't compare it. So
that's fair.
Yeah, Evil Dead wasn't out when Jaws came out. HP wasn't out. I don't even know if Elton John was out when Jaws came out.
HP smokes pot. Right?
I feel like that's a joke. Is that a dad joke? Does that qualify?
No, that's not the dad joke. I have a much darker one already.
I just don't get it then. Why does HP Harry Potter does not smoke pot?
Well, he doesn't smoke jaws. Like you smoke pot with your jaws, not. I don't know.
That's staying in the episode. I'll have you know I am not removing that. That's so great.
That's fine.
Yeah. Please please go ahead. What's the joke?
Okay. Well, did you know at the beginning of the movie of Jaws, the girl, the Jaws attacked? Did you know that she had dandruff?
I had no idea.
Oh, well, how could you not know? They found her head and shoulders on the beach.
That was I don't know, a reach?
That was dark.
That was what?
That was dark.
It was dark for sure. Luscious and soft hair. I don't know how you can turn that into a Head and Shoulders commercial, but I'm definitely editing that in at some point, like an old 1970s Head and Shoulders commercial with the cool song that happens. I'm going to cut all of this out and put that in at the end. And
Nothing
we'll just
gets
let that
me ready for the beach like Head and Shoulders.
It'd be great if she actually, as the actress who died, did a Head and Shoulders commercial.
I don't think the actress died.
Sorry, in the movie, obviously. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Breaking, catching up with chat.
Speaking of The Walking Dead.
Ooh. Well done. All right, I'm gonna escape. Nope, I gotta hit F11. Ugh. I did the wrong thing. F11. Go here. F11. Awesome. The Walking Dead. So now, y'all, we're on to episode 8. Yes. Sorry.
6, 7.
6, 7. Yep. It would have been better if we were working on episode 6, 7. We're not. We're working on episode 7, 8. We just completed episode 7, and now we're moving on to episode 8. Note, we will have been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Do you want to start on The Walking Dead Remastered?
I mean,
I'm good.
How much are we going to have to say about it, though?
I am actually really excited.
Okay. I haven't seen this. I guess that's the other preface to this is I have not seen this gameplay footage.
Okay.
George very much has.
Yes.
And has feelings. I have a Walking Dead Pro at home. I'm not a big fan of the premium or LE versions of this game. So I don't know what they're gonna do for it to swing me over. Maybe they'll do something crazy like put some Tron artwork on it.
That would have been fantastic to redo Tron and add a cool LCD in
They
the
already
back.
did. It's all orange and blue.
Yeah. All right. Should we do another intro? Like, do we start the whole thing over again?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
You'll need that. Welcome to Basement Dad's Pinball Podcast, where we talk everything entertainment. That's books, board games, movies, music, and of course, pinball. My name is Paul. And we've got George here too, of course. We'll be your host for this episode. So hold on to your banisters, kids, because we've got a heck of a show for you. Did I do it better that time, Dad?
That was acceptable.
Okay.
Acceptable.
All right.
Yeah. Adequate, even. Paul, tonight on this fresh new episode, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been like, I think the last time we saw each other was when the original Walking Dead came out.
All right. Pause for the cause here. Razor rating with a party of 43. Razor, thank you so much for bringing 43 beautiful individuals over here. Y'all, my name is George. Behind me over here is Paul. And tonight we're doing something a little bit different. We are podcasting. We have a podcast called Basement Dad's Pinball Podcast. You just missed the intro. Maybe actually, it's just because I like hearing you do it.
Oh, do you want me to do it again?
Yeah. Do you want to do it again? We'll just start fresh.
Well, I'm going to put this out there. I mean, I'm going to do the intro, but I just want to know how long Razor was a member of American Gladiators.
Is his name a reference to American Gladiators?
I mean, I want to say Razor. Razor sounds like an American Gladiator. Are you kidding me?
Oh. I don't know. I watched American Gladiators, and then I watched Wipeout, which was way better in the early 2000s.
Did Wipeout have people on steroids and spandex?
No, definitely no. But they did have people, like average everyday people, getting the crap beat out of them as they tried to make it through an obstacle course.
All right. Well, welcome to Basement Dad's Pinball Podcast, where we talk everything entertainment. That's books, board games, movies, music, and of course, pinball. My name's Extra Paul. We've got George here too, of course. Look at us. We'll be your host for this episode. So hold on to your banisters, kids, because we got a heck of a show for you.
That was an A for effort right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I went with the
disc jockey.
The 90s toys.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, have you ever played with a koosh ball? Let me blow your mind.
Dude, what was the name of the game that had marbles and you had two little guns and there was like a spinny thing in the center and you'd shoot your guns at the spinny thing and try to get it over to the other person's side. Like Quickfire
yeah, I think you're really close with Quickfire.
That's the voice of that ad. Like, buy now, Mattel. The Quickfire. Challenge your friends. Crossfire. Yes,
yeah,
TC Punk.
Crossfire.
Well done. That, you just reminded me of that. Like, you nailed that voice.
Well, there was... I actually am remembering the commercials for Crossfire now, and it sent like, it was this like cyberpunk, or not quite cyberpunk, but it was
Mad Max.
It was this dystopian future, where some adolescent got like, when they lost, they got like sent into the void. Yeah, you gotta look up this commercial, dude.
This is it. Yes. Oh my God.
It is too much. Yeah, let's play it right now.
You'll get caught up in the crossfire. Oh my God. I'm so excited.
Sometime in the future.
I called it Mad Max.
Ultimate challenge. Crossfire.
Yeah, they arrive on like some futuristic hoverboards.
Oh my god, the quality is so good. Did you have a Crossfire?
No. What's the? It's I want to say it's Beyblades is the new thing.
What?
Have you heard of Beyblades?
Beyblades.
Yeah, Beyblades is kind of the new Crossfire, only cool.
That was pretty cool. Beyblades.
Oh yeah,
TV ad.
to me, Beyblades ain't gonna do nothing on Crossfire. Crossfire's got it going on.
Beyblade Burst Switch Strike Battle Set with battle features. That switch and strike.
Battle
For a
tops,
burst
dude.
They never saw coming. Battle set and tops each sold separately. Burst
Yeah,
rates vary.
nobody
Only use
arrived
Beyblade
in
Burst
on
tops with a Beyblade Burst
hoverboards.
Base
Nobody
Stadium.
got sent into the ether.
Nope. They
At
were
the
just
end.
normal looking.
The commercial
kids.
was way shittier, but the game is all way cooler than Crossfire. Like,
You said
Dude.
way cooler. I would say they're at least comparable.
they're similar. Yeah, we're George. At this point, we're comparing like Godfather to Jaws, which we can't do anymore. We already did that last episode.
so long ago. Yeah, that was last episode. Definitely didn't happen 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right. So what are we talking about this episode?
We're talking about The Walking Dead Remastered. Now, Paul, this came out a month and a half ago. Why are we just now talking about The Walking Dead Remastered?
Oh, I don't know. It's when did the games ship out? Did the games ship out immediately?
They did not. Games just went out, I want to say a week or two ago, but it's actually something even more specific about.
Oh, it was licensing shit. That's why.
Yeah, I think there was
that's
some
the
licensing
appropriate
problems.
Answer.
Yeah. But it's been a month and a half, I think, since it was released. The gameplay video came out today from Stern.
Okay.
I didn't send you a video. I'm like, oh, I found this from 2 weeks ago, and I finally sent it to you. Like, it came out at 6 p.m. Mountain Time today for the first time.
Yeah, and I didn't watch it because I had better things to do.
Yeah. So, on top of everything else, Paul, why is it that maybe more so than other games, you're a little frustrated or maybe likely to not enjoy The Walking Dead Remastered?
Because it's not the good version of the game.
Because it's not the pro version. Okay.
It's not the pro version, and it's not black and white.
And it's not comic book art, black and white comic book art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's the comic was Walking Dead still is good. The show, the AMC show. Why are we talking about that? Who cares?
Who cares about The Walking Dead? Is there? Can we do a show of hands in here for anyone in this room?
I still like the comic. I mean,
The comic is cool.
Listen, I have a threshold on how much misery porn I can handle.
Right.
Which is 100% what The Walking Dead is. Is that there's always hope that's gonna get crushed. And nothing good will happen.
Yeah. No. Well, sorry. You don't hope for that. You hope they're going to be successful, and
I'm not hoping. I'm saying the characters have hope, and that hope that they have is going to get crushed, and nothing good is going to happen to those characters.
We have so many people in chat right now saying they love The Walking Dead. I feel like it hasn't been
still
relevant for a while. I'm gonna point out kind of, and this is something that's easy to point out or understand, but in stories you have the try-fail cycle when you're developing a story, right? And this is also how you can control the cadence of a story or a film. Is they try something and they fail. They try, they fail. They try, they succeed, and as you balance the number of failures to successes, you can ultimately create kind of like a line, a line that ultimately makes its way towards a climax.
Okay, real quick, how much of the AMC show have you watched, George?
I watched all the way up to Negan killing I don't remember the guy's name, but when Negan, the last episode,
Glenn. I think you're talking about
he killed Glenn at the end of that season, and I stopped watching after that.
Because Glenn was your favorite.
No, I just had decided at that point, like that was, you know when you watch a show and there's a couple that you want to see get together and they always get close, but then it's something takes it away at the end. And you can only do that 2 or 3 times before you get frustrated. But some shows will do that 18 times. And you're just like, oh my God, I give up at a certain point. And when Negan killed Glenn, I had hit my level of porn.
You were upset that Negan and Glenn didn't get together.
No. Well done. I was upset that yet we had another major setback and a failure, especially since Glenn's wife was pregnant and things seemed to be going up. I felt manipulated by the show writers, and it was in that moment that I felt more manipulated than I ever had before. Enough to the point where I'm like, I don't need to watch this show anymore because I can't swallow a pill big enough to make it past the knowledge that the writers are going to just write this show into the ground. At no point, we're all dumber for now having believed that there was any chance of success. At no point the show writers award us any points, and may God have mercy on all of their souls for doing that to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much of the graphic novels did you read?
I read the first omnibus. So I think I made it through.
Omnibus, is that bigger than the compendium?
I don't know. I think it was like the first 30 or 35 comics.
Okay, so let's break it down. How much is a compendium in this instance? How many well, you don't have to Google it, George. I have the answers here.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I would say an omnibus is generally a large, oversized hardcover collection, while a compendium is typically a standard size paperback.
Okay. Well, yes, the omnibus is a bus compared to the short bus of a compendium.
So
the compendium is the first 8 trades. How much is a trade, though? A trade is...
I misused the word. I'm so sorry, but I read the first 2 or 3 compendiums. I did not read a hardcover omnibus edition.
Okay. Well, the compendium, the first compendium is the one to read, and that's the first 8 trades. And how much is a trade? Well, the trade is, I want to say, 12 issues. How much is an issue? An issue is 6 pages.
Yeah, like 6 to 8 pages, or is it just 6?
I think it's just 6.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to do the math on any of that. How many pages you read with the compendium? But the first compendium of Walking Dead will take you through the actual Governor saga, not what AMC pretended was the Governor saga. There are so many problems with the AMC show that I did not ever make it to the Negan episodes because my favorite character in the books was Andrea.
Who was Andrea?
She was the blonde.
Oh, the one that that the main character taught to shoot a gun?
Yeah. And in the books, she's a lot younger than she was how she was portrayed in the AMC show.
Okay.
And so she was just this teen, and she was a natural shot. So they showed her, they gave her a gun and did a little target practice, and she was just a natural. She was a pro at it. And she was also a badass in the books. She was not any of those things in the show.
She got to a point where she was a badass in the show.
No. Completely different character in the show.
Okay, got it. So they ruined your favorite character. I also want to point out to everybody here that you are dating a girl named Andrea who is a badass.
Yeah.
Got it. That's how much you like the character from the comic books.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Not a blonde, though.
No.
My Andrea. But it's better that way.
I'm like, I was going to say things. At no point would I say anything after that. We're going to end that entire segment and comparing Andrea to Andrea, and we're going to move on.
Way.
Yeah, it's better that way. Yeah, we're done.
No, also so Michonne had revenge against the governor
Yep.
and took out his eye in the show, right?
Sure.
Why
Also,
did-
spoilers for
Why
anyone.
did she do that? Why did she do all that? Why was she so angry?
Oh, did they not describe or give justification for that in the show?
Not in the same vein that they did in the books.
Okay, got it. There
Not by a long stretch. The books are much darker, and I understand why they didn't do it in the show, but it just came out of nowhere.
Sorry, you said you understand, and when you say that in my mind, I'm like, oh, it must have been really bad. But
Yeah, it
screw
was
that.
really fucking bad.
No, The Walking Dead. There was
It involved spoons and buttholes.
okay. That's honestly that probably isn't any worse than The Walking Dead was with other stuff. Like The Walking Dead got
maybe.
pretty nasty with things.
Yeah, they didn't get nasty with that, and Michonne was still carried the same amount of rage in the show that she did in the books, but just without the
backstory.
reasoning.
Yeah.
So she just kind of ended up looking like a fucking crazy person.
Yeah. Folks, a gentle reminder that if you watch something based on books or comic books, the source material is like 95% of the time, maybe 96% of the time, way better than the television show or the movies they're based on.
Yeah, there's a handful
check
of
it
times that it's not
The Princess Bride. I'll die by that one. The Princess Bride is a way better movie than it ever was a book.
Fight Club.
Oh my God.
Is a way better movie than it was a book.
I couldn't finish it. I picked up the book and I tried reading it about 3 months ago, and
A Clockwork Orange is a way better movie than it is a book.
he makes up so many words, and you have to try to infer the meaning while you're reading it. It wasn't
When you're
good.
watching the movie, you just immediately get the
Right, because
the context.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's more. Sound them off in chat. We'll read them later.
Yeah. I like that. That's a really good topic for like a questionnaire. Name a movie that you think was better than the book, even though it came out after the book was done. Like, don't bring up a book that was based on the movie. I hate that.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
Right? Like
but George, how do we deal with Game of Thrones with those rules?
what do you mean?
Well, the I guess the movie or TV series in this case came out, before the book was.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, that's a really good point. The show writers worked with the author George Martin. So specifically the Hodor scene wasn't in the books yet. So that to me is a buildup, obviously, that was happening throughout the first 5 books, but we didn't get there. So George Martin spoiled that for the television series, which sucks now. I don't know that I'm ever going to go back and read the Game of Thrones series if George Martin ever publishes any more books, because the books 4 and 5 were awful. Like, he has lost the ability to edit.
I don't think he should finish it. Even if he can, I don't think he should. Most of the people don't care, and then the people that do care are just going to get mad about it anyways.
Yeah, what's the point of finishing it other than making a lot of money?
He's almost making more money by when's he going to do this? And instead he comes out with something from the same universe.
Right. Let's do another prequel. Let's do, I think
Let's just not finish that story.
there's a part of me that really wants to know what happens. And I really hope actually that he provided.
Could also wrap it up in a nice little bow, because so many of these stories that he makes are historical, and maybe the history got lost in time.
Interesting. I'm going to side quest this a little bit, but on the show,
We don't do that here.
never.
George.
No. Yeah. We obviously stay on target and topic constantly, but in the show, there's the Dothraki language. Well, they hired somebody who's a professional language creator who took everything that George Martin had written about the Dothraki language
And turned it into Klingon.
and turned it into an old Dothraki language, and then killed that language but kept parts and used that to generate the current Dothraki language. He said that's the thing about all languages, to keep them realistic, you have to first invent the source material and then derive the current language from all of its different sources.
Okay.
That's what they went through, and that's what this person does. I watched like a 30-minute interview with this person, and it's cool. I like words, man. I listen to.
No, you do like words.
I really like the English language. I like language in general. And here's a person whose full-time job is to write actual languages, create them. And what blew my mind is he had to create the parent language first in order for the language to seem realistic as it was spoken, because he knew when he created the language and that the Dothraki were involved throughout the entire thing, he would be brought in to convert and write all of this Dothraki dialogue constantly throughout 8 to 10 years, however long it took them to do all 8 seasons. So he didn't half-ass it. He did it for real, and I love that someone geeked out enough to go through and do that.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
Walking Dead.
Cool. Going back to The Walking Dead. It's a game. It's a remake of a game that already exists. Weirdly, that didn't feel like it needed a remake. So, what are your thoughts there?
I did feel like it needed a remake. I don't feel like it got the remake that it needed, though.
Oh, right. I mean, comic book artwork would have been cool. And if they fixed the drop out of the pop bumpers that almost always goes directly down in between the flippers.
Yeah.
There's
That's about it, though. For me, the rest of it was Lyman already fixed years ago.
Right. Does it have green flashing lights?
Sorry, I won't say the rest of it, but like gameplay wise, that's what needed to be fixed, was the feed out of the drop targets, so it would, you didn't have to do a whole lot of work as an operator or somebody who's working under the glass on a pinball machine in order to fix all of that. Did we need the star rollovers to be replaced to buttons instead? No. Who was asking for that? You know what people were asking for, though, for a long, long time, was a different art package.
Yes.
And some people really like this art package. I think if the original game had come out with this art package, then people would have liked it. But we're not in a time machine here. This is a remastered, not a mastered.
I want to point something out about this art package. And I don't know if this was you that pointed this out or if somebody else did, but notice this face here and this arm and this shoulder, and notice how it's right here again. That is a copy and paste, sir.
Oh yeah, that's the same decay.
That's the exact same character who's on both sides over here. That would bother me every time I walked up to this game.
Okay. Gross.
Yeah,
You didn't
this
like
game,
that one? Okay.
gross.
Yeah, because it's zombies.
Oh yeah. No, I'm right there with you. This is that's what we're looking at. I mean, it's gross. It is zombies. This
You know
game,
what else is gross?
What?
Pez heads. I'm not a huge fan of the Pez head new artwork style. We have 2 giant Pez heads above each slingshot.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like Pez dispensers in general.
We saw them on Borg's Fall of the Empire as well. The premium in LE had a Pez head Vader and a Pez head Stormtrooper on the left and right sides.
Sure. Yeah, like I got it. The faces are popular right now.
They're Pez heads. Dude, they're ginormous Pez heads.
Yeah, I know. CNK, I was like, oh my God, is Dave in the chat right now?
No, I didn't mean it like that. People like actual Pez toys. They don't want them under their fucking glass, though, unless we're doing a Pez game. And we're not doing a Pez game. We're doing, a Walking Dead game.
This is a Walking Dead game. Now, the artwork is definitely better. I think it's not great, but it's without a doubt, it's not.
It's louder.
Sure, it's colorful. It's not just skin
it has
colored.
More likenesses from the people from the TV show. But it's still not Walking Dead, man. It does not. Walking Dead was not this orange and blue and bright, vibrant thing. It was dystopian. It was sepia tone, which I guess you could say that the first Walking Dead was, but it was also all stock fucking footage.
Yeah.
There was no likeness on the playfield of anybody.
Okay.
It was just all zombies.
Yeah, it was just zombies.
But
on
it was
the
also
first version.
it was sepia tone-esque.
Sepia. It was dead person flavored. I really wish this said "Don't dead open inside." I think that needs to be a mod. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you also struggled on the first episode when he didn't open up the doors because it said don't. It was "Don't open dead inside," but I read it as "Don't dead open inside," and and there's memes about that. I always read it wrong, and then when I see "Don't open dead inside," I always wanted to say "Don't dead open inside."
Listen, if I would love this game if it was full of memes.
Okay.
I would immediately change my mind if this game was full of memes.
Okay.
If we had Coral Multiball.
Coral?
Oh,
Coral. And when he's talking to his kid, and every time you like hit the left ramp, you got a different rendition of the of a pun as he's talking.
Yeah, you know
to his
where
kid.
the dad joke is going to go on the end of
for
the
sure.
episode.
Yeah. Okay, so we've looked at the playfield. It's a playfield. It's the same game. It's The Walking Dead. There was a few things we're all hoping for, and I really want to just stress we're hoping that when the ball comes out, it doesn't go down the middle frequently, right? Like that. If there was something John Borg was going to fix, it would be that.
Oh, the feed out of the pops.
The feed out of the pop should not drain, I don't know, 50% of the time.
Some other people would say the entire playfield, but
Oh man, I love how brutal this game is.
this game is brutal.
But the
and
drop out of the pops
I like that it's brutal too.
is brutal and mean. Like it's mean-spirited how it drops out of the pops. I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess another way to fix it is just coding where like, well, what was the last switch to be hit? Was it a pop bumper and then you drained?
Yeah, but sometimes it
It
can
was a
get
pop
stuck up
bumper
there
and then
for
the
a
trough.
while.
Well, you get a ball save. Oh, okay. It was the pop bumper in the trough again. Well, then you get a ball save.
Sure. Okay. There's a virtual save there that you could potentially implement. Let's do it. Let's take a step back and let's watch Ray Day, John Borg, and Dead Flip play a little bit of The Walking Dead.
Here with Raymond Davidson, we're going to show you a gameplay preview of The Walking Dead Remastered, and we're just going to jump right into it. So, Ray, if you could start a two-player game. Let's do it.
Well, thanks for inviting me to play some Walking Dead.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, look at that, I got the trick.
All right. I want to start off immediately and point out a few things. First of all, is it weird? And keep in mind, you're using up so much space here to show the current score. And then up above, it says The Walking Dead and information up top. The LCD, which is larger on the new version on SPIKE2, is shrunk to the size of a DMD.
Yeah, that's because it's a remastered, and they were trying to remaster all the amazing graphics that we.
But they're
all
charging the same
remember
price as
from
Metallica.
The DMD on the original.
Metallica
Walking
did
Dead.
not do this.
Nobody cares, is what I'm getting at about the original DMD graphics of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm frustrated by this because this never changes. It isn't like you do a cutscene and it goes full screen.
On the Fall of the Empire, where they put a gigantic border around their new enormous screen.
Sometimes it's
As
there.
well?
It's not a big deal.
But still, like, we got this new enormous screen to fill it with.
Yeah,
Like to not use it properly. Like that's essentially what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
From Stern is that we didn't know what to do with it, so we just made it.
They just
smaller.
converted the pixels into animations, but they didn't expand it and make it the full 1080 screen.
Okay, but also with where you paused,
Yeah.
this is the graphics that I'm seeing right now on above the scores and below the enormous Walking Dead bricks information part. In the middle, we have what is that? Flash art?
Oh, hold on.
Skill shot now.
Yeah, this is
No, it's full animation, but
maybe a little better. I mean, it doesn't mean it looks good.
no, it looks awful. Also, in what LCD? Like, think about Rush.
Wait, what? Sorry. Now that you've paused on this new screen, I'm not understanding the theme immersion here. Why are all these hot dogs popping out of this door?
For those of you listening, he's referring to the fingers trying to break through the Don't Dead open inside doors.
They're missing their buns.
But hold on. And all the in Rush, was there enough room on the Rush LCD to have a massive logo of Rush just taking up space with like a massive amount of unused bricks behind it?
George, I don't relish this new graphics display.
Yeah, so to describe
if you didn't get that joke, you need to catch up.
Because of the hot dogs and the ketchup and the got it relish. It was very well done. I honestly, you're nailing the theme, but I can't help it. I'm trying to describe to people who are listening instead of watching. There is so much wasted space on this LCD. Like they purposefully are only. They know the graphics are only going to take up a wide bar 33% of the screen. And they didn't know what to do with the other 66% of the screen,
I have
so
a
it's
feeling.
wasted.
Well, I don't think it was they didn't know what to do. I think it was licensing. Quite honestly, I'm not.
Hold on.
I think it's
The licensing says you can't expand this to 1080. Oh, actually, it could have been. It could be that they got no additional licensing beyond what they did originally. So this doesn't stretch nicely. It's going to look stretched. Okay, so maybe it's licensing.
I think it might have been licensing.
But then choose a different game. This didn't. I'm whining. We're just gonna watch.
That's exciting. Come on, corpses. Oh, look at that! Automatically shot the tunnel for me.
No, Ray Day did not do any code on
Nice
this game.
Speed out of the pops there.
We're almost there.
Let's see.
What?
Whoa! Look at that secret ball lock.
He didn't?
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
behind
Nope. Ray Day's not on code.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, I thought he
Must have,
was.
ball search.
He is sorry. He describes it later. He's consulting or an ideas person on this, but he's not on the coding team.
Rules. He's not code.
He actually makes it sound once again more like a consultant, not like an active member of the development team.
Okay.
I could be wrong there.
There you go.
Put some hair on your chest.
That was cool. Oh,
That'll put some hair in your chest. Ooh, nice little ancillary drop target hit there. So what is your go-to when you're playing this game in a tournament per se?
Can I answer
usually try
that?
to get some progress on,
Go for it.
Tunnel.
well and or prison. Well, you definitely want to.
Sorry, did you notice, by the way, he had to hit it pretty good to stop it from going down the middle outside the pops there? That was number one.
Open the
Well,
prison
it didn't even
first,
hit
'cause
the
now you have
pop.
all these
I
blue
thought it just
arrows.
rolled
Just
up and
every
then
blue
rolled back
area
down.
is,
But it went up into the
advanced
pops
towards
area.
the,
Like
prison multi-ball. And then you also want to start a mode. Barn is usually a go-to.
Okay.
CDC can be really big. Or sometimes what I'll do
Is he
is
just
I'll
listing
commit
off
three
all of the
balls
different modes?
Bloodbath, and then stack it with Riot.
Like
So
sometimes
I might do that
sometimes
here.
barn
So I'm
can
just
be
gonna
good.
focus
Some
on these,
CDC
drop
that's
targets.
a mode too.
I
Riot
had,
you can
I
get
had
that with a
Owen in here beating on
multi-ball
this game
or
a little
tunnel,
bit
and then
earlier,
also
and
there's
he was telling
arena
a story
as
about
well.
how
You
they
can
actually
do
took
that.
his original Walking Dead.
I think you're just going over his how he plays it competitively.
Sure. Well, yes, I understand the question, but he just listed off everything in the game. Oh yeah, I'll do prison multi-ball. Maybe
didn't say tunnel.
Well, instead of I know. Well, that's. I'm so glad I said tunnel. I'm so glad I
And brought
said
it in to
tunnel.
dissect it to create
Yeah.
this game.
Yep. So that can be faithfully remastered.
They cut up his baby.
They speaking of Elwin, the lead software Mark Guidarelli is going to be asking Elwin and myself for any sort of cool ideas and input and feedback.
So that was, he said, Mark Guardinelli or Mike Guardinelli.
Is that the new guy?
That's the
That
the
everybody
head
likes?
software person
Oh, okay.
on this game, and he said he's going to be asking Keith and me for software ideas.
Shouldn't he have already done that?
Well, if that's, I wonder if maybe that was just phrasing, because he's playing pinball and talking at the same
Sure.
time. But yeah, I would expect that to be already figured out. But let's keep listening.
To try to make this remaster really cool, and we've already got a whole bunch of cool ideas planned. Wow, look at that crossbow! That was like precision.
Nicely
and
done,
accuracy.
right into Bicycle
I
Girl.
hope you have cool
Is that
ideas
who I think it is?
Oh.
planned since
It
the game
is.
is made.
John-
It's the zombie himself.
It's
and is
John Borg.
sold.
Yo, bring that back.
people.
I love that cutout, dude.
What's up, Mr. Borg? Oh, I got two of my.
Hello, my name
weapons
is
now.
John Borg. It looks just like you, doesn't it?
Well,
I think his head's a little floppy there. Oh, there you go. It's got the backup.
Come and get
all right, I got a multi-kill because I hit enough Bicycle Girl shots, so you can see now that little yellow insert is flashing, so that'll actually give me even more points.
Oh, nice.
One thing really big about this are these in-lane multipliers. So if I... Oh, that would have been so big. 3x.
Good save.
It might still be 3x, actually. Let's see. Oh, that definitely was.
Oh my goodness.
That's all you got in you.
Yeah, I'm loving the magnets on this thing. Yeah, aside from like obviously the base game that you guys all love and remember, there's a whole bunch of new stuff that are being shoved into this game. It's going to be phenomenal. We have like 2 new mini wizard modes, lots more modes actually, new challenge modes. I believe the crossbow functionality is getting a cool revamp.
Yeah, it's got a special encoder now, so it can tell what position it's at. So we can use that to do like a smart fire, where it kind of calibrates itself and it can automatically hit something for you. And with all these cool, I think I just nudged a switch and got 600.
Okay, so kind of cool that that they can set up the crossbow now to auto shoot for you, kind of like the little flipper in Addams Family, and Monster Bash I think has that too.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't think the crossbow happens that frequently.
True.
I mean, from game to game, sure.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of time on a premium.
Usually
or an
with this auto fire or auto aim function that they're talking about, it'll carry over. The game is memorizing where it's firing at, and it'll carry over from game to game. From play to play.
Okay.
So that is cool. Yeah, I'm eager to scoff at this game.
And
that's
legit. You have an OG version of this game, so I think it's justified to be a little frustrated.
I don't know why they remade the premium, the LE. It's vastly insuperior to the Pro. It's maybe because they could have charged more, but couldn't they have made more money and sold more by making the Pro and selling way more at a lower price point?
Yeah.
And selling way more of them. Like if it was a Pro and we still got the enormous, the problems with the LCD or not even, and the LCD screen, the enlarged LCD screen with the smaller, like DMD size, the weirdness of all of it. It's a Pro, and it's at a Pro price point, and it's a remastered. I think it would have been much better. And they're not also doing two different art style. Like, they're not doing two different art packages. It's just the Pro. It's just the one. It's a one-off. It's a remastered. It's a one-off. Like, fucking take it or leave it. Be done with it.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put it back on.
Well, that freaked me out. Holy.
To get to last man standing, you have to have 115 kills.
This is good.
Okay.
This is good right here.
So we're gonna throw something in along the way that you'll hit when you get to like.
So this is the 4th time I think that they've mentioned we're going to.
Yeah.
think
I'm not liking the verb tense on any of this.
the verb tense as of today is we're going to do all this stuff.
For a game that we released a month and a half ago.
Yeah. So
Going to...
I think it's interesting. I don't doubt that the team is going to finish up the code. They will eventually do it. Stern hasn't let us down yet. And I mean that. John Wick is getting regular updates. X-Men is getting regular updates. It just may be a while. I think I'm gonna defend Stern a little bit here. I think all they had to do is get this game functional in its current state with no changes to the rules, updated to SPIKE2 using whatever the current tech is. That is all they had to do for release. And now the team gets the opportunity to do some fun stuff with it.
No, I think all Stern needed to do was make a pro.
They did not. But it's really important to know that if you picked up a Walking Dead, it sounds like they could be quite some time.
500 pros. If they made 500 pros at a pro price point, they would have sold out. Like immediately, they would have sold out.
Yeah, I don't think this is selling very well.
It's not, because it's not the pro. It's not the version that people wanted,
Right.
and it's not black and white.
And it's not comic art.
This is not the remaster that we wanted with Walking Dead. Yes, most people were not asking for a remaster of Walking Dead. The
Tron.
people that were asking for a remaster...
Tron.
Oh, yeah. A lot more people were asking for the remaster of Tron.
Yes.
But the people that were asking for a remaster of Tron were asking for a black and white edition specifically, which Stern has done black and white editions of things.
They did.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
The Blood Red Kiss edition of Elvira's.
Yep.
Not... Well, I feel like there was like... telephone lines got crossed, whereas like, oh, people want a Tron remaster and they want a Walking Dead remaster, and we're gonna do both of them. We're gonna do a Walking Dead with they wanted
With bright colors.
Listen, people want a specific color scheme for Walking Dead, and they want a Tron remastered. Why don't we put the color scheme from Tron onto Walking Dead and just do that? We'll give everybody exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Both things. And it'll sell real good. And we'll release it, and then a month and a half later we'll let everyone know what we're going to do.
Now, what if the 15-year anniversary comes up for The Walking Dead next year, and they put out the black and white Ellie edition?
Oh my God.
30 or 40 or something.
Nice.
Sorry.
I will unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe. Okay.
There might be other ways to, really start getting lots of kills.
I'm gonna
Like
scooch
if you get
forward here.
first
We wanna see
aid,
some
normally
gameplay.
you want different supplies. We're gonna try to put some incentives so that if you go after the same supply, like
We're going
you get
to.
first
Yep,
aid twice,
very
then it can
future.
Give you outlane
Also,
healers.
different from what I was thinking earlier. Ray's speaking in the we, and not from the standpoint of somebody I feel like as distant or as remote as I described it earlier. Maybe Ray is
Ray found a scapegoat.
No. Sorry, I maybe Ray is a part of the team, but he's not doing development. He's doing rules instead.
He's saying we is Stern.
Okay, maybe.
That's what's
Yeah, we
happening.
definitely need
Maybe.
the outlanes to provide more ball saves, kind of like Metallica does.
Right, but at popular request, this game's going to have a 2014 mode, so you can choose it from the gameplay menu.
That's
and just
really cool. Did you catch that?
A 2014 I don't understand.
So you will be able to choose whether or not you want to play this game as it was originally built, or you can play the new version.
Oh, okay. And well, what's the new version?
The new version is going to have two mini wizard modes. Borg described one of them as you're making your way to 112 kills.
Yep.
At around somewhere around 40, you're going to get to a mini wizard mode. And evidently, they're adding a second one elsewhere.
Okay. I don't understand why though. Like,
Yeah. Why would you want to play the original version?
I mean, usually the remastered is adding to it, and in this case, it sounds no different, right?
Well,
So,
it's adding mini wizard modes,
sure,
which is all honestly Metallica did.
like it's not. Whenever I want to alternate between the original and something else, it's because it's vastly changing the rule set in a way that makes me
got it.
want to.
You're saying, why would you want to
be
switch?
like, well, this is just like, oh, well, all of the stuff that was there is still there, and then there's going to be little road markers that weren't there before about, oh, okay, well, halfway to 80 walker kills, you're going to get whatever it was that you said, 112.
Yeah, it was like 112 in order to get to
Yep.
the final wizard
Okay,
mode.
so 112. Let's round up to 120. A third of the way there, there's a mini wizard mode, and I don't want that.
Yes, got it.
Like, why? Yeah, it's not. The path to all of these walker kills is no different than it was. It's the same either way with the new code or the old code. And I don't want extra stuff in there. Why who is picking the old thing?
Yeah, I'm going to say that a little bit differently. Why do we not have this feature in Metallica? And it's because they fixed a problem in Metallica. Metallica Remastered is a better version of Metallica. It's just more enjoyable across the board. I'm agreeing with you. It's weird that they're providing access to the old version. Why not just commit?
Is this an admittance that this is not?
Possibly.
They didn't fix a problem.
Yeah, I think so.
They created one?
Possibly. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I mean, to even add more, when talking about remastering The Walking Dead, short of dropping the ball out over here, I don't know that I'd change anything. It's a fantastic game. Maybe adding a mini wizard mode here or there to break things up.
Yes.
Okay.
The last man standing is the toughest fucking shit to get to. I think it's 120 walker kills.
Sorry, 120, yeah.
To get to last man standing. And yeah, if you had little mini wizard modes of every third of that. So every 40 walker kills, 40 and then 80 and then 120.
Yeah,
you
you'd
get
have
the last man
some
standing.
cool thing, yeah.
You maybe it's if you it's the third to last man standing, and then the second last man, and then it's the last
The
man
final
standing.
last man standing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Little inserts like that are very much what Metallica Remastered did. Of there's these big gaps there that deserved a mini wizard mode that had none.
Sure.
Right. And I think there are places to insert those types of things on Walking Dead. But why
provide access?
Why opt out?
Yeah. I'm also questioning that. Let's keep it going though.
Let's go old school if you want.
Oh, you can stay with the classic mode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Yeah. So
Would it still maintain the does it have the dots in it, or like what does that?
I don't know. I'm not on the.
All right,
It
no
should do
specifics.
dots.
It's-
It should do
I'm
dots.
just an ideas guy.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
right.
He just said
What
it
does
there.
that?
I don't know. I'm not on the.
All right, no
actual
specifics.
Code.
It's
I'm just an ideas guy. for this
yeah,
one.
right.
So Ray Day said, I'm not on the actual code. I'm just an ideas guy.
CNK's nailing
That left brain
things
feels
here.
so freaking good.
Correct.
It's not too soon. I'll say it. Where are the video clips?
Oh, there's none.
Where are the video clips?
None.
Why remaster something if you're not going to get video clips?
I'm right there with you.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
you
did
know, I
what did
revamped-
we're talking about this? This is the second remastered, right?
Yeah.
What did
And the first one was
whatever-
wildly successful, by the way. Yeah.
Sure. Why? Because we got concert footage, partially, like maybe not solely.
Amazing animations.
Yeah,
Like,
amazing animations on top of different animations.
we got
right?
Blackened. The
Well-
mini wizard mode Blackened. To me, that
But we
changed
also
that
got
game.
live concert footage.
And we got live concert footage. Yep.
Okay.
And new music too. And new callouts.
And new artwork.
And new art. Oh God, the artwork on the LE. That is just a beautiful game.
Yeah, and what did we get on this one? It was new artwork. It was new artwork.
Yeah, no. It's new artwork. I'm just.
It's-
It's not. It's definitely not Metallica.
Well, no, I mean but it's new artwork, and it's it's the same animations that are new.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the DMD animations, but they have been converted
They've been brought to
to
Death.
1990s CG quality.
But I mean, and that's it though. It's
Early
just
2000s
It's just
CG.
the artwork,
Yeah.
and then promises,
Okay.
right,
The right,
of
upper
what
right.
we're going to do.
Sure.
Well, listen, George, you said you were going to be hard on this game.
I am trying to be. I'm pointing out some
Now
of
that
the,
you've
both the
heard
shortcomings.
me, you're like, okay, all right. Well,
Somebody needs to. I'm just taking.
we want to go back to Chicago, right?
I was really struggling to identify early on why they remastered The Walking Dead. Doesn't feel like a theme or a game that needed
Oh.
to be remastered, and I'm not seeing
Well-
anything here that justifies it.
People were asking for a black and white edition for a while.
Sure.
Is that the same thing as a remaster? No.
No,
No,
yeah.
not by any stretch of the matter. It's just a different art package. Yeah, you should have done Tron.
Licensing.
Maybe.
right-hand corner because the flat rail used to go all the way to the edge of the playfield.
Just
So I
backhand?
brought it in because we have
At some
steel
point
rails
here,
on the game now, and
John
it seems
really
to make
starts
the tunnel
talking
shot
about what
really
he
good.
changed.
When you're in the tunnel mode, the points are very lucrative.
Oh, I might go for that. next
Yeah,
roll.
I
go
was
to-
watching
go for
Keith
tunnel.
pounding on that the
what I
other
said.
day, and he was just,
That is what
he
you
was
said.
crushing it
Oh, in tunnel.
in tunnel.
Yeah. It's always been that way.
That tunnel mode. And it looks like the feet from the pop bumpers seems to be pretty friendly. now.
Yeah, it's a little more friendly.
I'm sure it can still go wherever it wants.
Right. It's coming down, at that angle, and it could possibly go out.
Oh,
but
it's that one. Oh,
but
good
it's
save though.
it's not as mean as it used to be.
I like it. Give it to me. I'll take CDC. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to shoot. There we go.
All right, so for CDC, you want to hit that left ramp as many times as you can.
Did they
As soon as you
did they
get something
fix
that's not
Escher's
a left
fucking
ramp,
CDC bug?
Then you kind of move to
I
phase 2.
doubt it at
Okay,
this
got it.
point.
So you want to just
Well,
repeat
just-
So they're
left
going
ramp.
to. They're going to.
Possibly, but at this point, it sounds like they successfully ported the existing game to the Spike 3 platform, but they haven't done any of the mods yet. That my guess was their release goal that
What do you
they
mean mods?
they haven't modified the code. They're talking about what they
Oh,
would
okay.
do. I think
Okay.
what they got done was a successful port.
So I can currently right now I can hold in the left flipper or not hold in the left flipper and see the original game. I don't even have to hold in the left flipper. I can just see the original game.
You're saying if you start up a game, would you be playing the original code?
Well, they said earlier, you can port, you can hit a button and do the original game instead,
I don't know that
or do
that's
this one,
out.
which is the original game instead.
I'm speculating. I don't know what changes they've made in this, but everything seems future tense that's been described that they're adding to it.
Maybe I'm a broken record here after so long after that last episode. I don't get it.
I think
I don't get it. Maybe I just maybe I think it's listen, I like Walking Dead. I think it's a brutal game. But once you get into it, is it for newbies? Hell no. But once you get into it, it's kind of fucking awesome. But this way, I don't get it.
it does seem like an odd target for a remaster. Especially if they haven't nailed down yet what they were planning on changing. Like, it feels kind of rushed. Now, here's what's really interesting about this is what if AI toolsets and SPIKE2 means we might get a lot more of these old pinball machine ports because it's easy. As long as they can revive the license and they have access to the original code set, man, that probably just takes a week or two with AI toolsets to convert it all over to an updated language, targeting an updated SDK. I could absolutely see Gemini 3 being used right now to do this and have it done in just a few days. And I know if there's somebody listening who there's a lot of people who haven't yet used AI who don't realize how if you know how to prompt AI, how successful it can be. So I'm saying all of this with the knowledge. I'm not backing down from what I just said. You could probably get a substantial way through of porting over old code to the new system using Gemini 3, let's say, in just a few days. There's going to be some nuances and some little things maybe you'd have to tackle, but within the context of your IDE, it could figure that out pretty quick. So what if this is just an example of them spending time, the build necessary to spin up a game, and on the software side, they only spent a couple of weeks on it? That to me would be a wild manufacturing success. If they were able to just wait until the absolute last second and then throw a team on deciding what it is they wanted to do.
Especially if they have like leftover parts from years ago.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That they bought at
sitting in
years
boxes.
ago prices.
Yeah.
Unused.
I don't know how much you could actually reuse. So much has changed. Maybe it's the ramps. I don't know, but
yeah, they're spelled with a W now.
this, just even looking at it, like converting the DMD graphics into 2000s CG style graphics. This looks like an AI job. Like, I hope somebody didn't personally do this, because that's all it is. You could feed in.
Nobody
these,
wanted to tie their name to the original Walking Dead art package either. Like, just look it up on IPDB. You're not going to find anybody's name attached to this.
But this is a wild success if that's what they demonstrated. Like, if this was a proof of concept on, we can get a game, we can start working on the software of a game just a few days before release and have it completely functional before the first games hit the people that are out there. And imagine they were like a week or two late and they blame it on licensing or something. That would be such a massive internal success, because now the moment they get the Lord of the Rings license or a 24 license or a Game of Thrones license, like, there's so many new targets for games that they could manufacture with very little effort because their people know how to do it, and they have parts, they have all of the engineering done. They could just start printing off some of these games, and the software is kind of an afterthought. It could just be ported over with very little effort.
Isn't our software already an afterthought?
No.
Listen, George, we're coming out with games that are 8
Kong.
0.87 code.
Kong.
Oh,
Kong is great.
That's a one-off.
Okay.
John Wick. You want me to? Are we playing?
Okay, the you say one, I say one game. You know, there was an idea for John Wick. It was just too brutal, and unfortunately, it was a complete failure. And it was left in a state of complete failure for a year. It's too bad about John Wick.
Yeah, I think that's software-wise Stern's biggest and actually, I think a while ago we might have said this, or we might have said this. I said this on a much earlier episode. That the last game to come out from Stern at 1.0 code was Turtles. It was John Wick.
Came out at 1.0?
John Wick. OG John Wick.
Uh-huh.
Came out at 1.0.
No.
It did.
No, it didn't have any of the wizard modes in it. It couldn't have been 1.0.
It did.
No. All right. I'm challenging that statement. Hold on, we're going back. Games. Paul's like, screw this, I'm leaving. All right, let's look at the game code. Game code 0.99. Yeah, I don't know if they stepped it back. It doesn't feel like it's at 0.99 right now. It says 0.99 on the website, Paul.
Yeah, now.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna look at it.
I'm
gonna
when it was released, it was at 1.0 code.
I'm looking through the history.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that title because it did not have wizard modes.
I don't know where you got that, but I'm going through the history, and
I got that from Surge from the Electric Bat.
I'm looking. Oh, hold on. Check this out. Oh, 0.88, 0.86, 0.84.
Well, if it's 0.88, like any of that, it says that it wasn't released at 1.0 code.
Yeah, if that came from Surge, unless somebody retroactively edited the README files and the history that's in here to match a different version, it has never been at 1.0. And that would be, I just don't see Stern doing that.
There's a whole episode from Surge. Maybe I'm misinterpreting. Maybe it's been a minute since I heard that episode and I'm misremembering. But there's a whole episode from Pin Pals on Electric Bat podcast where Surge is like, they super deep dive on the two different versions, the old version of the code and then once Mike Vinacore took over.
Right, and the old version of the code, it looks like,
according to Surge, from what I remember, once again I might be misremembering, he says that it was a 1.0 code.
I don't have data that backs up what was
because they
said
had,
there.
Or maybe he was just referring to the first version as 1.0 and the second version is now 2.0.
Now
to simplify things.
Okay,
maybe. That
I could see. Maybe thinking of them as the first version and the second version.
I might be misremembering things.
Okay.
I don't know. Surge is makes it I won't say he's not often wrong, but I will say he makes it a point to be accurate.
Game theory. Got it. Cool. Okay, cool. I'm going to go back to this. I think what the last couple of things we need are just John Borg walking us through the other differences, because we've seen all there is to see, I think, about gameplay, and with that LCD. The LCD doesn't change. I'm
gonna shut up here. I've mostly been trying to make fun of the game, make an interesting podcast.
Yeah, got
it. Right?
Yeah.
But ultimately I haven't seen anything new.
No.
all day.
Yep.
And to even add
me
to
get
that, once again,
control
the
of the
LCD
thing.
is
Oh,
just
Jack
the
Danger, what are you
DMD
doing?
converted
I
to
don't know
old
what you did
school
to the ramp flap, but I feel like it's much
CG style
better
graphics.
than-
It's a lot smoother than
Yeah.
it was in the original version. It's longer and it gives a little bit when the ball hits it, and it glides up there very nicely.
Okay, now they're talking about the fact that there's a coil underneath the well walker, so it actually bounces and it gives when you hit it. So that's a physical change to the layout or to the playfield.
My brain just really wants to shoot that barn
That
shot.
changes
Say, Jack,
the
there it is.
gameplay
Despite how smooth he makes
0%.
I think so. Maybe it changes it a little bit in how it reacts. Also, I don't know if you saw, but that was ball drain number 2 off of the how it dropped out of the pops.
So no change out of the pop.
Oh, there it is.
I'm just pointing out it's not vastly improved in some way. It happens. It happens like 10 times just in this one
All right,
game.
here we go. Championship of the world.
That's all the gameplay video is it's one game with these 3 guys.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
I have.
it's so great. I feel like Dead Flip gets texts or something like that from somebody reminding him to go ahead and queue up these great questions about the game and the marketing stuff around it.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I know exactly
Yeah, Jack
the
is working.
person at Stern who's texting him all those things.
Yeah, so right now he's like, oh, hold on.
I have a note here that says there's also team play and co-op coming.
Oh,
All right, what does that do for you, Paul, on location? Team play and co-op.
Oh, co-op's actually huge on this game. In my opinion, it's such a brutal game of like, oh, let's play this game, like, because I have this game at home. And so when I'm trying to get, I have guests over, it's like, oh yeah, you have a pinball machine at home. Oh yeah, I have this one, Walking Dead. It's kind of an ass kicker. And they play it and they're like, yeah, I don't know if I'm into pinball. And then I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. You just played a big ass kicker. What do I need to do to like entice you? Take out the tilt bob? Do we need to make it a 10-ball game?
Co-op. Got it.
Oh, co-op. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do co-op.
So co-op, do you see people playing co-op on location a lot?
In general, no, but I think that's just because they don't know about it.
Okay.
I don't think that's because people don't want to play co-op. I think it's because they don't know it exists.
They just don't know it's there.
It's hidden within the sub menu of the game.
Sure. Okay.
go. So you can try to
So
get
you
to
can,
the.
yeah, 2 people can try to get all the features together.
That is awesome.
That's going to be awesome.
Ooh, so many more
So
call-outs.
you gotta
Plus,
be patient. There's all these cool things planned. It's
Uh,
coming.
they evidently recorded a bunch of stuff with Michael
Open up that
Rooker
prison.
the first time through that they couldn't use that they're now adding to this version of the game.
Speech for this
Oh,
game,
okay.
yeah?
This is licensing.
And
Yep.
it's already in the game. I was hearing a
Gotcha.
lot of it.
Yeah, I did script
Uh,
for several characters.
Yeah,
Some of-
Michael Rooker, very cool. Big part of the show? Absolutely not.
Nope. Small part, very cool actor. Evidently, they brought in Michonne and one more to do call-outs as well.
Okay. Was that their name? One more?
I don't know who the other person is. I think they're about to talk about him right now.
Oh,
Some of them
okay.
just only have a few lines, but some of them have a lot of lines. When the game first went out, all we had was Michael Rooker's speech in the game. But we're going to have custom speech from Michonne.
Michonne?
And I think there's 8 or 9 other characters that speak during the game.
8 or 9. 6,
I like-
7.
I said, I think there's one more. He also doesn't know who else is in it, but it's 8 or 9. I was
6, 7.
way off. Yeah, or 6, 7.
Just showing off the left ramp. Did you see that?
That was great.
I don't know where that 10 million came from. That was sweet.
Free money.
Bicycle Girl is
It's so
lit.
excellent, too.
Oh, yeah, now I can't make the left.
Yeah, now
ramp.
that you're
when it's now that it's lit.
Yeah, you
Watch.
got Bicycle Girl ready. Uh-oh.
Yeah, lots of Michael Rooker call-outs happening
I like
right
the
now.
new lights on the outside and inside, and it looks like. there's
Well,
some
I think
cool
that's what the original
ominous-
was like shooting for.
Right.
Was Michael Rooker's? It was a Michael Rooker sound alike of sorts.
Right. Yeah. Kind of like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, only arguably better than Jurassic Park. The call-outs on Jurassic Park are they're bad. Nobody,
very bad.
Nobody talks about how bad the call-outs on Jurassic Park are.
They're pretty awful. All right.
GI.
Oh, yeah.
You got those cool fish heads up there.
I think that's
All right, he's going straight for
really
the
all
person.
we
That's
get
a good
about
strat.
the differences in the game, though, as we're watching the
something
gameplay.
subtle.
Other than what we're going to do /see.
Yeah. Sorry, more things talked about it that are coming into the game, but we're really seeing it. It's the DMD converted to CG graphics, and then they have static imagery above and below with scoring and information about the current state of the game. But you just have this bar going across the middle. What's really interesting is since they haven't expanded the game or modded the game at all from its original state, I wonder if we'll see more full screen graphics in the future, and maybe even like legitimate animations rather than AI like DMD style conversion that we have here, or some sort of a programmatic conversion of the graphics that already
again,
existed.
I think that ties back to licensing issues. The reason that we're not seeing any clips from the show is because they didn't get the rights to the clips from the show.
Didn't. But once again, that doesn't mean that the graphics that you just made up of generic zombies, which doesn't require any rights, couldn't be full screen.
Yeah, don't we all want to see hot dogs popping out of doors?
Interesting.
Full screen.
Pinjamin pointing out that Borg said on Loser Kid that they have full screen animations, and that's really good timing, I think, on an interview with Loser Kid about this, because based on the gameplay I'm seeing right now, this isn't a game I would pay money to own at this point, when I could get the much less expensive pro version, which arguably, as you pointed out, Paul, plays much better.
You want to buy one?
No. Unfortunately not.
I proved my point.
Yes. For now, but there's obviously a lot planned, and I do trust that Stern is going to actually make those software changes. I don't doubt for a second that they will get there, but you're making an investment now with the promise of something that is going to be fantastic, will likely be
guess.
fantastic, but you're not absolutely certain.
It's just all so weird. I mean, can I just say that?
It is, for sure.
Fucking weird, man.
It is this is a weird release. This is you were promised
There's
a
only
remaster.
500, and then there's all these promises, and it's fucking weird.
Portal Man TV pointing out the least they could have done was fix the feed from the bumpers to the flipper. That's the main thing people have an issue with the original. That was Portal. We talked about that before we got started as being one of the few things we would change about this game, because it's a near perfect game. It'd be the artwork and the feed from the pop bumpers to that usually goes straight down the middle. And we've already seen 2 of those happen in this one game. I promise you, we're not going to watch the rest of it. But I promise you it happens several more times. I addressed that. I understand that they addressed it. It doesn't mean it won't happen.
I love how Pinjamin said they
think-
did address that feed according to
To Borg.
Aboriginal, which was a it's an auto spell from Borg.
From Borg.
What kind of phone do you have?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's an Android, because my Android's autocomplete has gotten so much worse.
Autocorrect.
Yeah, autocorrect or autocomplete is borderline useless now. I would switch to a different OS or a different manufacturer if it meant the autocomplete would actually
iPhone.
work well.
Well, according to the Aborigines, of John Borg. Yeah, autocomplete's gotten terrible for everyone. It won't even spell autocomplete correctly the same, the autocorrectly the same way twice in a row.
All right. I think Paul, we got to see gameplay. We definitely weighed in.
Yeah, we got to.
None of it's
Got to see gameplay.
we got to see gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm not excited at this point. I feel like is the nicest thing I can say.
Oh, the nicest and honest thing that I can say is I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it. Yeah.
Why?
I'm excited to play it on location because I really want to get a feel for
You
that
wanna
feed
come over?
out of the
I've had it for years.
I want to try the remaster on location.
Oh.
I would love to come over though and play You're the Walking Dead at some point.
And Trident.
And Trident, your Trident's awesome. I love that game.
It's Andrea's Trident.
Sorry, Andrea's Trident, who's
Not
does not
Andrea
have blonde
from
hair.
The Walking
yeah,
Dead. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Are we still talking about pinball? That's so 2020.
What's up, Manu?
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, Manu. I found this this funky fucking pinball jam earlier today. It's called Full Tilt Boogie. You gotta look it up. I'm
Tilt
just
Boogie.
being straight on with you here. I don't think we're gonna play it because we can't do that on the VOD or anything, right?
Is it AI? Was this
No,
first
it's
one?
not AI. Who's it by? Uncle Louie. No, it's real people. It's from like fucking 72, man.
I got nothing. Full Tilt Pinball evidently
No,
was
Full
like
Tilt
a
Boogie.
boogie.
I mean, fuck you.
You got it.
That's just a taste.
Yeah. No, that's not bad. It feels like it's a fake song.
It's not, dude. It's a real fucking song.
Full Tilt Boogie also was a 1997 documentary about making From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, it's PC3K's already got it.
Wait, I have it. Nice. Yeah, Manu, Paul is also a jam source for me, but not secret. Like I have like 20 of your songs.
My
that you've sent me.
Spotify Wrapped happened, and it told me I was 72 years old.
I'm 23.
Oh, I'm legit 72 years old according to Spotify.
Okay.
That's not a joke.
Now that's interesting. Who, Manu? What's your Spotify age? I feel like that has to say something. Now I want to actually see my Spotify age right now.
Los.
Hey, Los.
How do I find that? You open up Spotify, you go home, and then at the top of the page here, there's a Wrapped thing. For me, it says my little icon at the top, and then it's all, and then it's Wrapped. And then if I go to Your Stories, then it'll tell me that I'm like 3% of the world of who. There's only three other percent of people that listen to what I listen to because I'm fucking weird. And in my stories, it'll say, "Oh, we don't want to offend you because age is just a number, but you're 72 years old."
Yes. And also, Los, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, welcome. I'm George. Behind me, we've got Paul. We just finished up 2 episodes of the Basement Dad's Pinball podcast where we discussed Jaws for an hour and a half.
We were pretty angry about it.
There was a lot of opinions. And then another episode of season 2 was the reviewing the gameplay video of The Walking Dead. Los, how was your stream? How long was your stream? Was this a...
Yeah.
I feel like, Los, you have to ask, is it a 24 or a 48-hour stream that you just dropped us on?
72.
72-hour stream, perhaps.
No. I'm 72.
You're 72. Oh, I can't go through the Spotify summary in the app. I think I have to do it from the phone app, not the PC app.
Oh, okay.
Which sucks.
By the way, on the Walking Dead episode, we were pretty angry about it.
Oh, yeah. There was nothing nice said about The Walking Dead. It was the day 1 of a marathon stream. 13 hours total today. Los, congratulations. What is the no healthy upstream is what this says from Spotify?
13 hours?
Yeah, 13 hours, man.
Haven't you done that before daily from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m.?
I'm not going to be able to do this.
No?
Day 1 of a marathon stream. Well, also, we were just ending. It is midnight. We've been going since 9. That's 3 hours for us, which is honestly probably on par. But thankfully, I can split this up into 2 different episodes.
Oh, yeah, we totally split it up into 2 different episodes.
Got it. Lowe's saying it's not as common of a thing now. So it's special when he goes for 13 hours.
You're older.
Yeah. Older now.
You might not
Wiser.
You might not be 72.
Based on Paul's Spotify, suggested Spotify age.
Yeah.
Based on the music that you're currently listening to. For anyone listening and wondering why is there some funky music on in the background, this is called Full Tilt Boogie. There we go. Paul's dancing is actually almost better than the music right now. The shimmy. Los, thank you again so much for the raid. Y'all, I hate to do this, but y'all just came over here and we're going to have to go raid someone else. Paul, do you have a pun for us?
I did.
To end the second episode tonight.
I did. Hold on. I gotta stop fucking around with my Spotify shit. All right. So for this dad joke, I'm gonna refer to you, George, as your name is now Coral.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted.
And typically, by the way, in these podcast episodes, we start with a cool intro and then we end with some sort of a dad joke at the end. So Paul has a dad joke, had it prepped for both episodes this evening.
I did, but it's not what I thought it was. I'm going to go with what I got.
What do you got?
Hey, Coral. Why couldn't the pirate learn the alphabet?
I don't know, Paul. Why?
Because he always gets lost at sea. Lost at sea, Coral. Lost at sea.
Yes. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Paul, if people want to get a hold of you and ask you questions or perhaps let you know their opinions on some of the things that you said earlier and why your opinions are different from their opinions.
Oh, you want to know where to send your hate mail?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So if people want to send you hate mail, how could they go about doing that?
Oh, man. Well, it's the best way is Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, pbj.pinballjones on Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me.
pbj.pinballjones. I'm going to put this in here.
I do also have a Twitch channel, just like, not unlike this one. I mean, with much less quality and higher opinions.
You mean like you're stoned?
Well, I mean, the other people on there are stoned. I'm not anymore these days, but.
What's that one? Is that just Pinball Jones?
PBJ _ Pinball Jones.
J _ Pinball.
Yeah, Twitch doesn't do the dots. They don't do the dots.
No.
There's no dot matrix on Twitch.
Well, thank you for that. Paul the Scoffer, which has been trademarked by CNK. And
that's great.
That is great.
I love that.
And for me, if you want to get a hold of me, my name is George. You can hit me up on Facebook, X, aka Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. You can email me at george@don'tpanicflip.com or hit me up on DMs on Discord or whatever
Only
messenger.
Feats. There's Only Feats.
Yeah. The
well.
Only Feats account or OnlyFans account. I haven't done the Only Feats thing. I don't know why. I find feet disgusting.
Oh, Andrew just got a pedicure.
It's so funny. When I was in Florida, the whole family went out to get pedicures, and I'm like, ew. Why would you do it? Exactly? Everyone went out, and I'm just like, that sounds disgusting. Why would I go with you? So we could do group feet care. That sounds...
George, I'm still waiting for you to legitimately start an OnlyFans account, and I'm not lying. Like an OnlyFans account on OnlyFans.com. We're not talking about an OnlyFeats page. Feet spelled FEATS.
Right.
No, an OnlyFans account on OnlyFans.com, as you know it, as you heard it.
Okay.
That is just video of fans, like oscillating fans. It's just box fans.
Well, I mean, honestly, there's so many different types of fans.
Oscillating fans.
Yeah. There's oscillating
fans.
There's also the ones that pitch up and down, like this one over here. So it oscillates and it vertically goes up and down.
You know why I like ceiling fans, George?
Why do you like ceiling fans, Paul?
Because they're always on top.
You know what? Not gonna follow that up. I was like, oh, so Paul's a sub. Got it. Okay, but I don't know that
I subscribe
to OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. All right, cool. That went in a very interesting direction here at the end, y'all. If you're joining right now and you're like, "What the hell are we watching?" I would say this isn't normal conversation. Typically, we don't.
This is conversation for us.
This happens more frequently than I care to admit. But I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for the raids this evening. That goes out to Los and Razor. We had some subs. We had a whole bunch of follows. Y'all, thank you again so much. And we'll be back on, I don't know what day of the week it is. Is it Monday?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
It's Monday. So we'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be probably thrown down on Jurassic Park, playing a little bit of Death Lab.
I'll be on tomorrow too. I'm competing with
That's
you.
right. We are competing on Tuesday nights.
Don't watch him, watch me.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't watch this channel, watch the other one that George linked earlier, the other time.
Yeah, do that. Twitch.tv/PBJ_
Go there.
Pinball
Instead,
Jones.
not this one.
Awesome. Y'all have so much fun. Let's go find someone to raid. I wasn't ready for that.
Awkward,
for that. Yeah, that seed switch. All right, now we're really gonna go raid someone.
Thanksgiving.